Alright, boys, welcome back to the stream. A little late night level in action. Or early morning, or day, I guess if you're EU. Welcome back, everybody. We are here in Desolace on our Dwarf Priest. And got pretty much everything open to us. I was basically coming here to try to get my SM quest done out of the way. From brother Paxton or brother Anton, whatever his name is, and then also to obtain this wand from the Claim Ragnaros treasure. Yo, what's up, Bobby? How we doing, man? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sleepy for some reason, so I just thought I'd throw on the stream. And I really see us as all one team in the hardcore community and stuff. And I'm happy to pick up the night shift. You know what I'm saying? Like Grays. Stay safe. Frost, most people are streaming throughout the day. I don't like stepping on their toes, you know. So happy to take the night shift and keep that hardcore content flowing for everybody. Hell of a day yesterday. So many people joining the guild. So many new faces. So many new people. Must be super late. Yeah, it's 1:18 at the morning in the moment right now. Alright, what's going on? Isaac Miles, Negative Pink, Adam Drex, did you hear about that Soda Poppin' was going to try some TBC hardcore? Soda Poppin' was going to try some TBC hardcore. What? I did not hear of that, but maybe I heard of it. Someone mentioned that he might try Iron Man or something. I mean... That's insane, dude. I mean, that's insane. He's like, I'll believe it when I see it. I mean, of course, we'd welcome him in with open arms and everything like that. He's a legend, man. Yo, Park, what's going on? I heard that you'll get Gladiator because everyone above is one trading. Yeah, when does that happen, by the way? I might actually be able to log in and check in real time with you guys since I'm streaming these hours. When does it actually all reset? And there's also a chance that this stream was a horrible idea because the servers might be going down, you never know. But yeah, there was a huge ban wave and the ladder got adjusted. It softened about 50 points. Or 40 points or something. So it looks like there's a decent shot we will get it, Brandon and I. Alright, does I have to go underground? Damn, have a good stream, bro. Yo, what's up, Ishi? Have a good one, man. This place makes me think of the Hunter. Wow. Yeah, my Orc Hunter, right? I know you've been here for a minute. That was one of my first hardcore characters, 100%. I died like right here, right? Right about there. Yo, what's up, Negative? Yep, will do. Try to stay alive. Try to stay safe. Yeah, so I'll stream for a couple hours right now. Do the night shift. I've also been gearing up my Dwarf, my Dwarf Pally. I don't know if you guys saw that yesterday. There was a dude like griefing Stay Safe and griefing Gray, and you know. So we had a bunch of people transfer 60s. We geared it up to the T this evening. Farmed a bunch of ore. Got PvP consumes. Respect. I'm good to go, man. We're ready for it. We're ready for it tomorrow. But yeah, my pally is looking good. My Dwarf pally, it's been kind of fun going around the open world and gathering mats. Winky gave me some money for Epic Mount. I can log on in a little bit and show you guys. You're just waking up. How long's the streaming going? We just started, my friend. Fresh Desolace ahead of us. I'm gonna pop in here. Then we're gonna hit the coast, try to get this wand. Then probably over to Shimmering Flats right after. We're on Bloodsail era. It's a vanilla server. Playing the hardcore challenge. For all the MVP high skill people from Endless, our brand, imagine. Yo, Instacraft, what's good, man? I haven't seen you in a minute. Have you been playing TBC, bro? Instacraft. Some of you guys might remember him from a Palm Pyro Mage deep dive. It was more of a Mage PvP deep dive, but he's a Palm Pyro enthusiast. Nice guy. Played against him on Windrunner. What's up, man? How did the rogue hunting end? Dude, it was... I actually went back and forth with that guy for like 3 hours. Just trying to keep him busy. I was killing him over and over again. He killed me a few times because I was literally AFK, and he just opened on me. But I'm ready for him today, man. I got the, you know, grenades, got the Netomatic projector, got the Angie up, got the consumes up, got an epic mount, got everything squared away. Like that dwarf was rough before with. He's done today if he shows his face. Amazing to see how the hardcore community has been taking off these past few days. I know, man. It's so exciting. We had I want to say about 150 plus, 150 to 200 on throughout most of the day. We have 2-3 guilds now, which that part feels pretty bad. But what are you gonna do, right? You can't house everybody in one guild, unfortunately. What's up, Electric? Yeah, I'm doing all right. 35 already. Damn, bro, keep going like that. Well, it's really exciting. I'm over halfway to 36, and once we get to 36, we get the new rank of Mind Flay and some really nice abilities. So I'm really hoping that Mind Flay takes off at 36 with rank 3, because so far it's been a bit disappointing. Also, we have iron grenades on this character now, which is pretty nice. That's another just great control tool. So our NG's up into iron and almost mithril tier, which I think is pretty good for 35. As you can see, we have Light of a Loon over on the left. That's like our big panic button. Desperate Prayer, Stone Form, you know, potions, target dummies. We have our we have some options. I thought I was hyped about Paladin until I saw you in Lestor's Value Pack Deep Dive on 1 to 60 Paladin in a WoW Classic Legendary video. Yo, thanks, man. Yeah, that was one of those weird ones where I had way too much caffeine that day. As you know, after just watching it, I was really hyper. It was pretty cringe on my behalf. But the video did have a lot of good information in it, right? And Lestor's a wealth of knowledge, so I kept it up. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. Yeah, what do you guys think time the gladiator mounts and stuff go out? I wonder, because maybe we could log on to it like together in real time and go check, see if we got it. Started my very first hardcore yesterday, got a human lock to 10, made the whole experience of playing WoW much more fun, living on the edge at all times. I'd love to see that, man. Thanks for sharing it, man. I'm so glad you're having fun. We're doing all that we can to try to keep the community good, right? There's lots of new people coming in. Got some crazies here and there, but we're fighting for it, man. It's worth fighting for. Isn't Mindful start doing a lot of damage, like 47 or so? Possibly. I don't really have much experience using it. I get rank 3 at 36, so I'm hoping it gets good there, but you might be right, rank 4 Mind Flay or something. It might be as a result of getting a Shadow Form, as well as like Shadow Weaving at that point. It might be that type of thing. You'll have a few points here, and you'll have Shadow Form. So maybe that's why it starts pumping. But we'll see. Is PvP a thing in the hardcore community? It has the potential to be, but it hasn't played a huge role. We've actually had times where people in the past wanted to make an event out of like doing a Makora, like a fight to the death for deletion against each other, but it never really worked out. It was tactics versus this one dude. I don't want to put him on blast, but basically the dude chickened out last minute because he thought Tactics gear was OP. Didn't end up doing the Makara, even though it was super hype, and I think people would be down to do stuff like that. So I think hardcore has that potential, but it hasn't really been tapped into. As well as hardcore PvP server would be great, but you know that requires a server. Is this place dangerous? I feel like people die in here. Should probably be careful, huh? Content is so fresh, love it. Hell yeah, Nate, I'm so glad, man. So glad. I saw Gray's got that Stay Safe host yesterday. It was really, really amazing to see, man. My boy Gray's with like 1,500 people watching him. Yeah, man, I talked about it a bit yesterday. I'll say it again. If anybody had any doubts, I'll tell you, for whatever it's worth in my mind. Stay Safe's good people, man. He's good people. He's been warming up a lot. He's doing more stuff with the hardcore community. Nice guy, man. And I've known him on and off for years. most of the time wasn't super close with him or anything, but I don't know what it is. Recently, he's just been great, man. So, you know, he has the gum business and stuff. I'll support that. He'll be sponsoring the Road to Rag event. Blizzard could take this hype and create one real hardcore server? Yeah, man. Oh, well, they might support us. There's a good chance. Like, they know about the event, Road to Rag, 100%. And we'll see what they can do. We might get some Battle.net launcher slots. Get some, get Blizzard to verify the runs. And maybe more, you never know. One can dream. The Turtle WoW server? Turtle WoW looks pretty dope, man, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not really into Ascension, to be honest. But Turtle WoW looks pretty fire. Because it looks like vanilla to me. I feel like the people who made Turtle WoW are lovers of vanilla, where Ascension is just like, with all due respect, it looks like a mobile game kind of retail clown fiesta. But anyway, Turtle WoW is really cool. I like how they just make all the zones, because it's an RP server, right? That's the whole thing with Turtle WoW. They make all the zones like more ambient and more. They make. Yeah, it looks really cool, man. They make Duskwood more spooky and like more glows on the lanterns, and they have like Winter's Veil is more of a thing. There's more decorations everywhere. They have like their own little zones they set up. They create their own little inspired little towns in each zone. I don't know. It definitely looks cool. Private over official is a major difference, though. Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, 100%. Like I would likely not play it, just because I want to stream, man. And streaming is fun, man. It's rewarding, being able to share your gameplay with people, make friends. That's a big part of the what it means to be a gamer, man, in 2022. And I was thinking a lot, like, there's that guy griefing yesterday, right? And I was thinking to myself, like, you know, is it like cringe to expect some sort of like streamer protections from the public? And just hear me out here, right? Is that something that's like entitled? Is that something that's bad to think that way? Because, you know, right now it's pretty, you know, one dude can derail like a massive group of people that are just hanging out and having a good time, right? There's pros. I mean, there's arguments for both sides, right? But I guess my thought process is, it's almost like having a phone or social media in 2022. Like, streaming is here to stay, you know. And even the label streamer, in my mind, and I live a bit in a bubble because I'm sort of a creator and stuff, and all my friends are creators. But I almost feel like everybody streams, man. Like, everybody streams a bit, has some sort of presence on either Twitch or YouTube, streams their gameplay. Like, everybody's a streamer. But I don't know. Like, that's just part of the lifestyle of a gamer, man. In 2022, it's just it is what it is. Any game you choose. So. Game sounds are louder? Oh, really? Let me see. Game sounds are louder than me, huh? Try this. Maybe that's better. Alright, so this is an escort quest, right? I don't know how tough this is. I'm Horde Andy. Give it a shot, eh?
I am. Goddess watch over.
Give it a shot. Okay, it's not an escort quest. Tyrannus' Pendant. Oh, I think I get this from the other building here. Kill somebody or go up in a watchtower or something. You use what you got. Streaming comes with its cons, so you have to use its pros to counteract it and balance it. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, there's definitely, I mean, there's definitely cons. You just have to accept the risk when you're streaming and stuff. But I guess it's more of the fact that this world that we love, this game that we love, this very game we're talking about here, it definitely has a lot of like flaws for with regard to streaming, for what that's worth. It's tough to be able to play and stream and not be griefed and stuff if you have the right motivated people. which is unfortunate, right? Because it'd be great to be able to like stream this game and share those moments with people and not have to have your experience all messed up. YouTube subs on the rise again? I know, dude. Imagine just a little bit. Just a little bit. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for not forgetting about me. Tuning into the stream still. I know I've been taking some breaks and being a bit inconsistent these past months. But I've been here this whole time, man. I'll be here until the classic WoW ship sinks, whenever that is. Looks like we get this pendant from inside here. The road dragging me raid up and farm raid trash for gear. Yeah, no, you totally can. It's probably going to take two weeks of MC minimum to try to get it all down. So we'll have to, you know, absorb what we can on week 1. Did you hear about the server crash earlier today? It was a couple of casualties. Hope they can keep the runs going. Yeah, it should be fine. It should be fine. They just have to, you know, submit their clips to one of the mods, and that should be fine. And if you know if UGC legit, like you just know, and if you know, just keep playing, man. Yo, what's up, Vigo? Oh man, everything good IRL? I feel like I've never seen you stream that before. Yo, what's up, Astrology? Sorry, I'm a bit late with that. Yeah, things are busy, good busy. And at the risk of this sounding like a weird flex or something, I'm just keeping it a $193 with you guys. I love life. I appreciate life. It's a lot of fun. And especially when you're surrounded by people, you enjoy their company, you work well with them. I feel like fully engaged as a human these days, working on multiple projects, being able to take out your creative side, like have an outlet for it, you know, an entrepreneurial outlet, the gamer outlet. Life is good, man. You know, wish there was more time. I wish we all had more time, right? But it's nice, man. I have a new daughter. We're going to move and get a new house soon. So it's good busy. It's good busy. I always almost like dreamed of being able to pull off this, man. Like I almost feel like, you know, I know you guys know Tactics and Tommy and all the other boys, right? And Grays and all them. I almost feel like we're doing well and we're coming up in the world and you're like succeeding with your WoW buddies. It's just how I feel about things, and that's so sick to me. You know, we're working on multiple sites now, streaming again, and having a great time playing hardcore again. Hardcore's growing again. Things are good, man. But yeah, nothing's really wrong. I mean, just been tired, taking care of the little one, preparing the house to move, shop going around to open houses, looking at new houses. All that stuff, man. Oh shit, there's a night elf. Tyrannus Malem. Maybe I get the pendant from this guy. How old is your little one? She's 1 month old right now. Wish you would stream the TBC. Yeah, I will. I'll stream some of my arena gameplay. We're learning a new comp this season. Disc Priest Rogue. So I'll stream some of that. I don't know, rating is up. I'll probably rate at some point again and catch up, but just taking a little bit of a break. Alright, got the pendant. Love to see it, love to see it. Ascension just feels more like a game that's worth playing. You can only push the vanilla design so far. Oh man, I can't do it, brother. It comes down to this, man. You know how much of an art style Andy I am. I look at Ascension, it's not the game I love, man. It looks more like retail than it does vanilla, so it's already like, I see it, I see the menus, I see the way the faces look, I know they have the toggle, but it's just like bizarre to me. I can't help but feel that it's bizarre Frankenstein homebrew of the game that I love, and I love this game. Like, I'm an enthusiast of the game, you know. I see vanilla WoW as like a cyclical, seasonal, almost skill set and cool, timeless world with infinite longevity and content. A sandbox that you can push to whatever limit you want it to, you know? So I see that, and it's tough for me to. I see a level 8 walking around with an axe that looks like it came out of Siege of Orgrimmar or something, you know, like it just, it's over for me, man. It's just a boomer or something. This is on PV server? Yeah, this is on PV server. We're on Blood Cell era, yeah. All those EU hour streams make my workday at home so much better, brother. Hell yeah, man. Probably most of you are EU, right? It's super late for here, and that's 1:30 a.m. Pacific. That means it's 4:30 a.m. Eastern time. How old are you? I'm 30, bro. Notice I say that with a sad inflection. Your EU is good? Yeah, EU's in good shape, man. Yo, what up, Nikon? How are we doing, Steph? Sorry. Will you say this is a good time to jump on board with the Hardcore Classic community, or better wait till Fresh comes out? Oh, man, I think it's a great time. Again, I'm going to keep it a $1.23 with you guys. Like, this is a period of growth for the hardcore community. So you're not going to have your regulars. You're going to have new people from new streamers and new big like personalities coming into the space, and that has some of the regulars like kind of uncomfortable, right? There's going to be like some crazies and people of all whatever, but it's a good thing. Blizzard knows about the community. We have this exciting event coming. The guilds have never been bigger in hardcore history. I mean, we're talking 150 to 200 online, the classic era, on a vanilla, dead, classic era, backwoods, country road, you know? And plenty of people running dead mines and wailing caverns, and this whole wave is going to go through all the dungeons again. And there's a chance that this server might even be more fun than the Road to Rag, in a sense, because it might be the closest we ever see to a real hardcore server, you know? 90% plus of the people, 95% plus of the people on this server are all hardcore. So we've kind of taken it over and made it our own, and it's pretty sweet. There's a whole nother vibe to it. So I would say, yeah, man, jump in. Phasma Cold starts talking about it. Get ready for shitstorm. He's actually talked about hardcore before. I don't think he likes it. To each their own, you know, some people just don't really like leveling and stuff. Ascension is that private server? Yeah, it's a private server, yeah. I gotta hand it to him though, like I've never seen a private server accomplish what they've accomplished in terms of just like totally dismantling the game down to like the smallest game file and rebuilding it, new classes, new zones, new everything. It's just an entirely new, different game. And it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know. They're living in my head rent free. But it's because you guys keep bringing it up though, bro. People every stream and people bring up Ascension. They have like a cult following now. I guess it's kind of similar to hardcore in some ways. Except we're not changing the game files, right? We're just using the sandbox in a different way. Alright, search for Tyrannus. Not sure what I'm supposed to do here. I'll go back to the Night Elf, okay. Hopefully this doesn't pull too much more. Oh, that's gonna pull more, that's gonna pull more, that's gonna pull more. There's a pad, isn't there? Super runners. Okay, we're fine. I'd like to join the hardcore cult. Yeah, I mean, I could see it being. Every day I worry about that when I'm talking about hardcore. I think to myself, probably some people lurking, just like thinking this is like some cult or something. Because we do get pretty riled up and drink the Kool-Aid and shit. And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of is a blend of Kool-Aid, but at the same time, we're just excited about it, right? We're passionate about it. We want to see how deep the rabbit hole goes. It's nice to be passionate about things in life. To apply yourself, right? It's easy to not care. You ever meet those people where they just like they laugh everything off and they feel like they don't care about anything? They just act like everything is kind of like shitty and like nothing is worth investing into emotionally, financially. Everything's a joke. But then you just sit there, it's like, okay, so what do you care about? And it almost feels like they don't have an answer. What do you care about? What does engage you? What does get you excited? What are you passionate about? Current server Blood Cell Classic area. Yep. It's fun though, man. It's a slightly different this time around too, because you know classic hardcore was a thing before, but this time around it almost has like a secondary vibe to it. Oh shit, this is the escort I was talking about. The secondary almost mission statement of it is we're kind of putting Vanilla back on the map too, right? Like hardcore is one aspect of it, but it's nice to see Vanilla have a bit of a revival, you know? I think like a lot of people might be kind of shocked. They're like, whoa, there's that many people playing on Vanilla? Like, why, dude? TBC is out, you know? TBC is a great game, of course, but that's the real, like, Vanilla heads can find a home here for sure. Being a nerd is pretty nice. At least you show passion for gaming or other media. Hell yeah, man, being a nerd is nice. I love being a nerd. I love being a nerd, man. Nerds are my people. Yeah, I love being a nerd, man. Even my whole life, I kind of like was gravitated towards like other kids and stuff too. Well, when I was in school, right, that like nerdy stuff. And even for me, I did play a lot of sports and stuff growing up. Like I did play tennis, I played football, I played soccer, I played all that stuff. And some of you out there are similar, right? Like even though you kind of played a lot of sports, you like hung out with a lot of the nerdy kids, and it was almost endearing, like hanging out with nerdy kids. Like even one of my best friends growing up, Jim, he was like really big, right? He was really like heavy set as a kid, and people had made fun of him, but he didn't care, man. He didn't care. He wore a huge baggy pink polo shirt every day, and he had a bunch of them, and people would make fun of him because he was like overweight and stuff, but he didn't care, bro. He was always just like laughing and just loved all the nerdy stuff, man. People would like, you know, wonder why you would be friends with him or whatever, but I always like the good underdog. I know some of you might be the same way. Love underdog stories, right? Sounds like a cool dude. Yeah, he was a cool dude. He got me into Warhammer. I think we were all into magic. But, you know, he was that dude, read the Silmarillion Lord of the Rings book. Like, that was like the super try-hard thing to do if you're a Lord of the Rings buff. It like showed the story of like elven lore and like their ancient history and stuff like that. I don't think I've ever read it, but stuff like that. Okay, is this 2 mobs or what? I have inner focus. Use that. Out of mana. Ooh, big crit. Someone recommend me a good game who has D&D vibes for PC. D&D vibes for PC. Oh, just play some Lord of the Rings type thing, man. Just play WoW. I mean, WoW is... Play some hardcore, bro. I swear. What's up, sweet baby doll? How we doing, man? Divinity? Baldur's Gate? I still gotta play that, man. Whoops, I just refreshed and lost all my own chat. Sorry, man, if you guys said anything. Let me see if I can recover it. Okay, I can see it again. Our hardcore character split on classic era? There's a bit of a split. There's a split. I think TBC era today, someone said that there was 50 or 70 online on TBC era Alliance. Then you had classic era Vanilla on Bloodcell that had, I want to say, like, you know, 70 to 90 on the upper level guild on AC Elite, and then 70 to 90 or so on the lower level guild. Then you have,
Enough already.
you know, Horde as well, right? And EU as well. I think, what was EU at today? And EU people in the chat, right? You think you guys were saying it? They like peaked at like around 70 or something, right? Today on a was it TBC era? Or was it TBC or was it Era EU that has like the majority of the population? It's probably the one Guzu's on, I would imagine, right? Yo, Kargoz, congrats on the glide. Really happy to change the cutoff. Yo, Magic Killer, what's up, man? My fellow Roguelock prisoner, what's up, my friend? Are you playing Roguelock again, S2? Should be a bit stronger. What time? Do you happen to know, Magic Killer, when the drakes and stuff go out? I hope we get it, man. You never know. You know, I can't get too happy until I see it with my own eyes. It would mean the world to me, though, man. I'm very excited for it to happen. If it happens. Let's server restart. When is that? Anybody happen to guess? 75 plus classic era on EU. Man, so that's a EU is a proper guild now, dude. So you guys on EU hardcore, you guys are running dungeons. Everything is fine, right? Like, it's easy to find dungeons. I mean, you're probably all pretty low level still, because it's that's so exciting. EU always struggled, man, to try to like keep it afloat a bit. It's a really great news. Are you not playing S2 with Brand anymore? Oh, we will. We will. We just got traumatized, man, from that S1 debacle, man. I mean, just like, we both haven't logged into those tunes since the last hour of the season. I logged in for a second, actually. I take that back to look at the little bulletin board thing, because people told me they changed it, so I wanted to see it myself. But yeah, we'll play, especially if we get it. Kargoz unlocked. We're double Orc Lock Rogue. You're double Orc Lock Rogue? Oh my god, man. Disc Mage DPM, it's very tough. Again, unfavored, especially if it's ally. What you pretty much do, and we've tried every iteration, we've had hundreds of reps against DPM. You don't try to really finesse the mage. What you do is you find the priest, you plot your course, you take the path of least resistance towards the priest, you run at the priest. Oh, it depends on the map. If it's like on Nagrand, you can get the rogue to try to do this thing where he saps the mage, and then the mage always trinkets the sap. They always do it. I don't know why. Like, they just obsessed with trinketing saps. And then right after they trinket the sap, he saps him again. And then you're able to cross and connect with the priest and get going on him, right? Because the mage is going to play goalie, and he's going to box the lock out, right? So the rogue is trying to handle that for you and to help you connect. On a map like Blade's Edge Arena, where it's a brutal map for rogue lock, you just have to shove it, man. You see that bridge, you shove it. You just walk through the blizzard, and you just waddle your way through. You might have to Spellstone a Nova, you might have to coil the mage, you might have to blanket resummon a Fell Hunter. You do whatever you can. You cross the bridge, you eventually get to the priest. As long as you don't fuck around, that's your goal, to get to the priest. And you don't try to be fancy and go under. I did that many times. And you kill priest and DPM. There's no way you kill mage. What's the S-Fan debacle? Oh, I was talking about Season 1 debacle. Season 1 debacle. 7 stam, 6 spirit versus 7 int, 7 spirit. It's a real itemization choice, not for hardcore. Stam is always great in hardcore. Thing is, point of mana is more valuable than a point of health. I feel like I have enough stamina. I think it's not an upgrade. Desolace looks so plain after cool Dwarven zones. Yeah.
What can I do for you?
I like it though. I like Desolace. I think it's a cool zone. You know, that Kodo graveyard. You have the lush area over here. Okay, so what I was gonna do, put this oil on, vendor up a bit, and then I'm gonna go do this Rackmore Wand quest. And we're about to ding 36 actually, which is really exciting because we get that new rank of Mind Flame. I'm just mining in Final Fantasy XIV while I vibe to the stream. Cheers, Kargoz. Hell yeah, Mike.
You need something?
Appreciate you tuning in, even though it's a different game, you know.
See you later.
I got Light of Valoon, as some of you might see over here on the left. So we kind of got one get out of jail free card. It's good, man. Finally decided to give hardcore a try. Let's get the grind in. Hell yeah, man. Welcome, welcome. Did you find out if he did get Glad? We will see today, whenever the server resets. Did you guys give it some feedback there? When do you guys think the server's going to reset? What, like 7 a.m., 10 a.m., 1 p.m.? Any thoughts of Pathfinder Kingmaker, people? I don't know what that is, my friend. Kargoz and Guzu need the group. I'd love to. I'd love to. I actually think he's great. And I've been watching all of his hardcore videos. And it's like watching us early in the hardcore, you know, whatever you want to call it, early in the hardcore hype, right? Like, he just did his first dungeon the other day, his first dungeons. He did an RFC, and he had his first time watch people die to the lava and get one shot. It's really, really nice to to watch, and I feel like he's he's a funny dude, a charismatic dude, and he actually is like respectful of the game mode. Like he doesn't like completely think it's like a joke or an easy or a meme, and he makes some really good content about it. He actually has a really good. I've never seen. I mean, it's actually some of the best hardcore content I've ever seen. He's turned it into like a video series on YouTube. So he had a Pally, which died, and he made a Druid now. I just post my raw stream VODs because I don't have an editor or anything. I don't know if he does either, but anyway, check out Guzu on YouTube. He has some really good stuff, and we've seen a lot of growth because of him into the Discord, and especially on the EU side. Where's your skills in your UI? I will show you, my friend. Check this out. Check this out. There they are. Look at that. Look how close I am to leveling. They're hidden from plain sight. The way I always look at it, these are the wires under the dashboard. This is the carburetor, the engine, the transmission, the catalytic converter. Nobody needs to see that, dude. It's unsightly. It's like, you don't want to see my toothbrush and my toothpaste. You don't want to see, that's, I know, some people like it, but it's different, right? It's more immersive. What do you think the percent chances Blizzard gives a hardcore server? A lot higher than I ever thought it would be recently, that's for sure, because we never really were able to touch base with them. We never even really knew if Blizzard for sure knew that hardcore was a thing. It's the best chance we've had this whole time, and I do think we will get some degree of support from them in an official capacity, which is nice, because then we're getting closer and closer to being able to say we're partnering with Blizzard on events and stuff. And it's good for their game, right? It's good for their game, dude. It's good PR for them. It's good for their game. The community is filled with people who, like, you know, love vanilla WoW and love World of Warcraft with a passion. We're not tourists, you know. We've been here for mad long. Joe Toothbrush. Official hardcore server would be sick. Yeah, hell yeah. You know? And imagine an official PvP hardcore server too, man. I mean, that just might be too extreme, but like in an ideal world, that would be like a fun thing to play and not take that seriously, right? Because you know you're gonna die. It would just be like a fun aside. But people might feel that way about just a PvE hardcore server as well, not take it that seriously and do it for fun. 50% either day. You think 50%? I mean, that's super high. But I think there's a decent shot that we get a death command. So imagine you type this. It would just be as simple as this. Look, you type /deaths. Imagine that. And all it said was 0. Or 1. You know, maybe we could have that impact. You know, and that would be tight. Man. But where's the soda pop and stuff coming from though? Did he really say you might try hardcore? That's like so crazy to me. I mean, it seems like so out of left field. He's like a big PvP type pumper, you know? Big PvP guy. I heard someone saying they could just dump the dead hardcore characters onto the regular server. Yeah, I like the stakes being high though, where you lose something. It's almost like the opposite of instant gratification, right? Like you actually get punished when you. So I mean, that's the way old MMOs were, right? Then you used to drop gear in your MMOs and stuff, and when you die, you lose gold. He said it like 2 days ago. Soda loves WoW, but doesn't play much on stream anymore. Yeah. Hardcore community is bigger than it's ever been, Scrog. It's a great time to jump in. And the weird thing is we're right at the beginning of Phase 2 of TBC. Well, let me open it up. I mean, do you guys think TBC... I mean, I'm so biased here, man, as you can tell. Like, so don't take us that seriously. This is just my, like, biased, like, hardcore, like, I'm chugging the Kool-Aid from, like, I have a hardcore Kool-Aid catheter in, and I have, like, a Camelback on chugging the hardcore Kool-Aid. But it feels like the hype for TBC and, like, T5 is, like, empty, hollow, you know? It's hollow. I feel like the hype for Nax or something was more soulful. I don't know if that's true or not. But it feels empty. It feels like shallow. And it doesn't feel that significant. But what do you guys think? I haven't played retail 160 something. You can do in one sitting in retail? Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. It'll be kind of fun. What's up, bro? Glad in a few hours? Oh man, we'll see, man. You're getting my hopes up, bro. We'll see, man. I hope so. I might scream, dude. I might scream and wake the baby up. I didn't get into TBC like I thought I would. Back on the vanilla grind. Yeah, I think, yeah. Yeah. But the thing is, I feel like I'm almost disrespecting TBC. Because I still really like and appreciate, like, don't get it twisted, I really appreciate the existence of TBC, even if I'm not playing it. And maybe it's the same way of the people playing TBC, they appreciate the existence of hardcore, because it gives them that optionality to, like, play the game in a simpler way and reconnect with, like, you know, the world they fell in love with. But for me, right, the existence of Arena on the classic side of the coin of WoW is so nice, man. The fact that we have competitive PvP, that even the top, like, tournament players from past BlizzCons, like, they're all in with TBC, right? Like, they're done with Shadowlands. So it gives these old legacy games that we enjoy, it gives them a competitive bite. I think Blizzard could have done a way better job with protecting the players and the community and updating the systems, right? And that's neither here nor there. But, you know, before TBC, we didn't have Arena. And we were just like, there was a lot of people that would just meme on people who like Classic WoW, like, oh, a bunch of dad gamers, you know, they suck at the game, and, you know, the game is easy. So it's so nice having that competitive dimension to the legacy side of WoW. If that makes sense. Hey man, really excited for your rag challenge. Gonna be fun to watch. Hell yeah, man. Oh shit, immune to nature. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Yo, what's up, Nova? You still up, bro? Yep. We'll find out soon, man. Whenever these servers reset, if we're still alive, I'll check it out. I'll log into my guy, and we'll see. Do it on stream. My guild spent 6 hours on the Lurker. The guild disbanded after that night. Now I'm a full Bis Priest with nowhere to go on a dead server. Shit's rough. Why should I be hyped for Spaceland content? TBC Learn World doesn't hold a candle to vanilla. Some truth in that. Some truth in that. A lot of top-level Arena players have said this past season was the most fun they've had in WoW in a long time. Let's see. Glad to see your core is still hard-going, Kargoz. You probably already went over this previous, but is a rotation add-on bottom screen, or did you put your own cores together? Yeah, this is an add-on called Trophy GCD. I got it from a YouTuber and a good buddy named Wooey. Some of you know Wooey. Any Wooey fans? He's a Boomkin main, and nice guy. He showed me about this add-on a while ago, so I yoinked it from him. For me, I just love that it is useless to the player, but useful to the viewer, and adds that, like, kind of like different look and feel to the stream. You know, where you can't see any of the wires under the hood, but you can see the display. You can see the dashboard. When are you doing the event? It'll be on the next Classic Fresh, but there's also another event coming soon, which stay tuned for. It's going to be exciting as well to hold this over, because, again, I don't know when you guys think Classic Fresh is going to be. I'm optimistic that it'll be sooner rather than later, but a lot of my colleagues feel like it's going to be early 2022. They think it's going to be like January or something. I was hoping it might be in November, maybe December or something, but they might be right. I'm never usually right with that shit. I'm very optimistic, right? And I mean, there's a chance maybe... There's a chance Blizzard might, you know, tell us when it's going to come, or push it up a little bit, maybe, if they see this big event going on. You never know. I doubt it comes out this year. Yeah, that's what a lot of this I've been hearing from a lot of people. So we do have another event coming that'll be really exciting, that will hold us over till then. I think P2 will kill my guild. I stopped playing when it dropped, but they can't even get 25 consistent for all raids. Yeah, I've yet to hear someone fully articulate why day-to-day life in vanilla feels better for a large amount of people than day-to-day life in DBC. I don't quite know what it is. Was it the boost that like destroyed some of the soul of the game and made it so like leveling is an irrelevant bucket of content and people aren't doing it? I don't know. I'm not convinced that's the case. Although I think there is some ramification there, right? You know, the boost made it so that there was way more people with way more alts in arena and made that system like brutal. But is it I don't know. It's the fact that the world is dead. Can you say anything more about the event that you're preparing? Yeah, sure, man, absolutely. Yeah, there might be some people at these hours that don't know. So if you look top left, you see that beautiful, stunning, animated logo, lava bubbling over the road to Ragnaros type. That is the next evolution of hardcore WoW. We've been around as a community for almost 2 years now, and we've always been traditionally known as a leveling challenge. 1 to 60, you earn the pink slip for your character and earn immortality at max level. That's been the spiel. It's been great. But this is taking it to that next level, or at least experimenting with that. So we're forming the world's first mortal, one-life, permadeath raiding guild on the next Classic Fresh. And we're going to try to kill Ragnaros and see if it's even possible. And we're taking a raid that is iconic, a raid that people meme on. They think it's brain dead easy with no mechanics, and there's some truth in that. But we're somehow going at it in a way that it's going to make it like some of the most like bleeding edge, difficult and exciting type of thing, you know? Because we all have one life, the metagame is going to be ripped apart at the seams, and we don't know what it looks like, what a hardcore raiding meta even looks like. Tanks are itemizing differently. They're not dual-wield Fury Defiance. They're Sword and Board. They're full mitigation and avoidance. You have well-behaved DPS that don't care about their numbers whatsoever. Everybody has Light of a Loon and many, many consumables and defensive trinkets. We have a raid composition that's not warriors and rogues with Wind Fury Totem and stuff. It's mages and hunters. And, you know, I don't know what's to come. The pre-bis grinding. The consumes. You're going to see grown-ass men and women cry when, you know, level 60 characters with 20 days played are deleted. You know, it's going to be hype, man. And, like, the effect we're going for, as I've been saying, is that we hopefully it feels like almost like a reality TV show is going on in the entire WoW category. We get enough people mobilized in the community where you can tune in to hundreds, maybe, or maybe dozens of different streamers and get their different POV. And in this world, something as simple as like an epic item dropping, like an Edge Masters or a Kroll Blade or whatever, is really exciting because we can't use the auction house and it's all intra-guild trading and stuff, right? Or if like our main tank dies or something, or a high impact key group dies doing a UBRS or an LBRS run, you know, it sends shockwaves throughout the community, right? Gorthax is going to be eating good, as we've been joking around. I can go on and on talking about it, but I feel like most of you heard me, like, you know, do my little spiel. But yeah, it should be really exciting, man. And for me, the number one reason that excites me about it is that all these people we've met since the beginning of this classic announcement in 2017. Hundreds of people on little mini collaborations. Good Morning Azeroth, Dark Portals, videos, hanging out with them on various private servers, getting to know them, little DMs here and there. Everybody's kind of like gone their separate way, and it's tough to get people working together on something, playing on the same server, right? And that's so exciting to me to think about all these people that we've met over the years coming together, playing on the same server, accomplishing something unique that's never been done before. And I think it's a very wholesome event on paper. I'm worried about griefing. I'm very worried about that, and I think there's things we can do. I'm very worried about that. Yeah, you know, anything could happen, but we'll see. Given the amount of people that are going to participate, it's a fact that some will not be as real as others and actually delete if they die at 60. Well, everybody is expected to, I mean, I don't know, man. It hasn't been as much of a problem as you'd think. And if they don't delete at the end of the day, they're not taking food off anybody's plate, and like no one's getting hurt, right? But at the same time, you know, it's kind of a dick move. You signed up to do something, you didn't keep your word, and that's going to be, you know, transparent in public. People are going to know, yo, this guy like said he was going to do something, he didn't do something. He's kind of a scumbag, like, you know. But everybody's going to be like recording and streaming and sharing their, you know, and everybody. So there's going to be tons of like cameras in the world pointed at all the different characters, and you know, you guys in the chat are keeping people accountable and stuff, and. Yeah. Getting bombed in the raid, yeah, exactly. Something like that could happen, man. If someone stream snipes you and kills you, do you delete the character? Yeah, I mean, it depends on the circumstances, right? So, like, we've been thinking about, like, griefing, especially because we saw it today. If somebody, like, maliciously griefs you and kills you, like, let's say, you know, as a hunter pet, right? And puts it on stay and he names it, you know, this is a hunter pet, right? He names a hunter pet Dread Swoop. Puts it on stay, shadow melds in a bush, and you attack it because you're just trying to quest, and he kills you. It's funny, sure, it creates good content, sure, but like, you shouldn't have to delete your character over that, bro. That's just fucked up, you know? You know, so if somebody's like really actively going out of their way and taking it to extreme to like try to like interfere with your, you know, experience and stuff, and you're trying to complete this challenge in good faith and do something, that's fucked up, man. So, yeah, like in that situation, you would just, you know, appeal to death, and people would vote on it. Do people genuinely watch through a full bot of people leveling to confirm they didn't die? Seems like a lot of effort. It is a lot of effort, but you know, there's like 30 plus mods, and you can tell people are, I mean, when people compile an entire list of VODs from 1 to 60 in chronological order and everything is squared away, like these, you know, if you're going to go through the effort to do that, you probably have not cheated on your run, right? And you can just play them at a higher speed, skip through them. And it's like innocent till proven guilty type thing too at the end of the day, right? Like, you know, somebody calls you out, you have footage on it, and it hasn't been as big of a problem as you would think. How long is a HCMC run hypothetically going to take? Hey, your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea. I assume it'd be very slow, right, and methodical, and you might fish all the mobs back to the dungeon or the raid entrance, right? You have a forward skirmish or a hunter guy who's pulling everything way back, and everything is surgical and to the pixel, and you just slowly and methodically kill each pack. You know, if there's fire damage on even a trash pack, you would probably pre-pop at least a normal fire protection potion, right? Every single molten giant pack, like you're gonna pre-pop that free action potion so you don't get stunned. Few hours for opening your mailbox. Yo, Boko, what's good, bro? You still awake? Yeah, I don't know what time the server resets. I can't get too excited, man. My heart can't take it, man. I hope it happens, man. I hope it happens, man. I hope it happens. You need lots of lips. You guys have a list somewhere of all the ways you can get griefed? No, not really. But I mean, just use common sense, right? If somebody's like, you know, kites a molten giant to the... This has happened to people. This has actually happened to people. They've kited... what's the name of that molten giant? That, he's like a rare or something. He patrols through one of the zones. I think he starts with a T. Somebody will know. Somebody kited that to a flight path in Red Ridge. And then as people are touching down at the flight path, they get instantly turned into a pink mist. A distant memory, a vape cloud. By that, like, there's no counterplay to that. It's just scummy, dude. You're literally doing that to explicitly grieve people on their hardcore runs. Like, they shouldn't have to delete for that, right? Just protect the players a bit. Volchan, yeah, that's it. That's the one. What class will you play on Road to Ragnaros? I'm not sure, man. I've been saying Priest and Pally for weeks and weeks now because it'd be different for me. I've never like rolled a healer on a fresh server, and that would be interesting to me. But I wanna, you know, I'm all about the team, man. Like, and a part of me wants to go tank, you know, because I feel like maybe I could have more control of the situation when we do dungeons and pull things like cleanly and not get people killed. But I'm down for whatever, man. Whatever we need. You have so much responsibility. True. I'm not exactly building the greatest reputation as a healer so far on this guy too. Both my dungeon runs, people died. So I hope people have faith in me when the time comes. You know what I'm saying? 2,303s. Oh yeah, I saw you playing with Josito Jones and Chanimal, dude. That's insane, bro. You're playing with, you know, you're playing with the creme de la creme. No, my God, never forget. SM soon? Yeah, I think so. I'm working on my SM quest now. It requires me to go down here and kill these Ravagers, which is... At 36, it should be okay, and I'm about to ding 36. And then once I get this quest done, I can start getting all the SMs done, right? Road to Rag is a line side? That means I can't spam my Mulgrim remote in Grace chat? You still can. We'll still know what it means. There's a chance, though, boys, that EU, I mean, like, and I think most of you are in EU right now. Their guild is so big now, and it's growing, and they have their own, like, dedicated leadership over there. People like Scotty J and Mincy and Guzu, and a lot of the people that have been, you know, a couple weeks ago, there's like 2 people online, right? Now it's been growing so much that they might give it a shot. They might have their own guild and go for a rag attempt too. I'd actually say it's likely that they will, but we'll see. What EU server is it? It's they're on Hydrax. I think it's a line side. Will any dungeon be open for grind after 60 or still the level range? Yeah, it's that's one of the modifications to the rule set. You might think, oh man, they're changing all the rules with hardcore, dude. This sounds kind of cringe. How are you supposed to take the game mode seriously? Well, the 1 to 60 portion is completely and utterly unchanged. It's completely compartmentalized and has absolutely no changes whatsoever. It's the exact same traditional, standard hardcore rule set that everybody knows and loves. Nothing changes whatsoever. At 60, as like an experiment or a proof of concept or whatever you want to call it, you know, for this Road to Rag event and beyond, perhaps, where it's a different rule set. So you would join a different guild called Road to Rag or whatever it's called. Trading would be allowed. Open world grouping would be allowed. Still no mailbox, still no bubble hearth, stuff like that. But yeah, and no dungeon ID restriction as well. So you can farm UBRS, LBRS, Strathome, Scholomance, BRD, all those dungeons as many times as you would like. Guzu playing TBC Hardcore? Yep. Yeah, he's been crushing it, man. Bubble hearth is not, it's not allowed. Yeah, but we did. So you see this item on the left here? You might not even know this item, Bobka, because we're Horde players, right? You see this item? Light of Elune. Really interesting alliance-only item. It's like a little blue potion you can chug, and it gives you immunity to, is it physical? No, from all damage and spells for 10 seconds. So it's almost like a mobile bubble for 10 seconds. And every character, so in normal 1 to 60 hardcore, Light of Elune, specifically the interaction of Light of Elune Hearthstone has been banned. Because, in theory, the open world, the world has no way of stopping you. So it would basically make Alliance so much stronger than Horde for completing a 1 to 60 run. And we wanted people to like have, for it to be balanced for people to play Horde. But for this event, you can do anything you want with Light of Elune. There is no Bubble Hearth, but you can do anything you want with Light of Elune. And what that effect should achieve, ultimately, is that this should make for some really interesting content, man. We could be in Molten Core, and you know, General Ampi at the helm of the ship could actually call for everybody to pop their Light of Elune to stem damage. Let's say during a Sun's phase, during the Ragnaros encounter, a sea of Light of Elunes and 40 raiders, right? That would be kind of interesting to look at. You know, the coordination. It's almost like those, like some Cirque du Soleil shit. But or you know, if you're out in the open world and you get into trouble, you might have to pop this to save your life, and that'll keep some of our big players, and it might keep people in the game a little bit longer and give people that one out. It's almost like I've been comparing it in Lord of the Rings when Frodo gets that like little elven charm from Aragorn's wifey, and she's like, "Yo, take this necklace. It's gonna save you when you're in a bad place." It's almost like that. It's almost like some RP to it, which is dope. Quest log is full. With all respect, how come you play so zoomed in? Just because I'm leveling, because you can get away with it, you know? It's a beautiful world, beautiful game, best game of all time. And when you're leveling, you don't necessarily need to play all the way zoomed out and have it be super sweaty, right? Console 40 yards or whatever it is. Oh, quest log is full. I'm trolling. But yeah, I think, you know, it puts the world on display more. When your game looks good, you feel more vested, right? When you see these beautiful sights, these sunsets, the skybox, you feel more vested. You play longer. It's nice, you know. And if you really want to test that, just try playing like it's a legitimate Warcraft 3 or StarCraft RTS, right? Like this would be how we would play. Now, playing at this distance, you just see what I'm talking about, right? Like this is less interesting for some reason than before, you know. And it's just, I'm like a little ant on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Classic era is EU Adraxian Waterlords. Yep. I was asking about the level ranges in the dungeons. After 60, can I farm Mara? Oh, Mara's up to 55. Yeah, I think everything goes. Like in the road to Ragavan, right? Like so, all the dungeon ID stuff and level restrictions are all lifted. You can run every dungeon as much as possible, but you'd have to get to 60 first and like kind of unlock that, if that makes sense. Why was the Light of Elune banned before? It was basically because you would play Alliance. So if you wanted to play hardcore and your goal before, because this is pre like the whole rating objective, because this is taking it to the next level with hardcore. Now the end goal is to raid and kill a boss, as opposed to before the end goal, the objective was to hit level 60 and not die. So in that world where the only objective is to hit level 60 and not die, Light of Elune is OP. You would just play Alliance if you could, you know, because it gives you that like a safety, and it's almost like 2 lives, if that makes sense. So we can use Light of Elune Hearth now? Yeah, for a road to, no, for the event. For the event at 60. But I mean, it's a community game mode, right? Like if we like it, if everybody likes it, and people are like, "Yo, Light of Elune, you know, it's pretty fun. It makes for interesting content, fun to watch, fun to play." Like, we should just make it chill to use in any capacity. That could happen too. Yeah. What professions are you gonna go as priest? As priest, I am NG right now for leveling, and I like it. I think NG is a profession that slots in really well with priest, and it's because priest doesn't really have a lot of control, right? What control do you have as a priest? None. Psychic Scream, and it's a liability way more often than it is an asset. So being able to, you know, interrupt with grenade, being able to basically incapacitate with grenade, being able to target dummy to CC bombs, it just works really well. You're not in a shapeshifted form or anything, so you don't have to worry about that. You're always, you know, I love NG on priest. I think it works super well. Can Paladins finally Bubble Hearth in MC? No, so Bubble Hearth, I know it gets a bit strange, but Bubble Hearth is still banned. Because we thought about it, we had this mod meeting, right? There's maybe like, I don't know, 12 of us, 15 of us in the channel just talking about it. So the Bubble Hearth would be something you could do every hour on the hour. And you could almost like, it would almost be like you could abuse it, right? You could just go do something stupid, run into Ogremar or something, and just Bubble Hearth out. As opposed to Light of Elune, where it's your character has one finite get out of jail free card that they hand you in the low levels if you can make it to 20 something, and you tuck that ace up your sleeve and you can use it one time when the time comes to maybe get you out of a spot where you'd have normally died. And it also affects all classes, as opposed to Paladin with Bubble is just for Paladin, right? So all classes have it. Light of Elune kind of goes against hardcore, I think. I mean, we thought about it long and hard. I feel ya, but yeah, that's what we're going with for this one. I don't think so, man. This is a whole nother beast, right? It's raiding. We're doing something that might even be impossible now. Killing raiding, and like I said, I love that RP aspect of it. I don't know if any of you guys are seeing the vision, but just the idea that my little dwarf has this one potion I can keep up my sleeve. just like in Lord of the Rings, you know. It's really cool. How is it hardcore if you suddenly have 2 lives? Well, you only have 1 life. You're just, you know, you're working with the grain with vanilla. Vanilla is all about getting gadgets, gizmos, consumables, items, weird one-off things from the world, harvesting them from the open world, so that they can do really powerful things for you, save your character, do whatever, right? And that's with the grain with that, right? You get the holy water from STV, you get the jungle remedy from the Curzon, you get sticky glue from your Duratar quest, you get bag of marbles from Marshal Dugan, you get kobold candlestick to pull things at range. The world is just filled with all these like strange items, and that's very much like in line with vanilla. And you know, you have to survive to get this Light of Elune. You have to complete a quest, kind of a tough quest, and get it. I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, using Light of Elune definitely doesn't guarantee you're going to survive too as well. Yeah, for sure. IMO, Light of Elune should still be banned in Road to Ragnaros with the amount of interest this event will generate. I think having a get out of jail free card for everyone on the road to 60 might ultimately taint the perception of the raid as a whole. I don't know, man. We've thought about it long and hard, bro. I think it's going to be in line with fun to watch, fun to play. It'll add for more interesting finesse plays. People like to watch finesse. They like to use they like to watch clever use of game mechanics. And Light of Elune will allow for some interesting strategies, right? And it's one thing if the content's been done before. It's one thing if you've seen a mortal raid kill Ragnaros and do this. This is all uncharted waters, right? Like, we've never done anything like this before. And even with the Light of Elune thing, if I was a betting man, I think we have a single-digit percentage chance of actually killing Ragnaros, man. Like, you're probably going to see us wipe, boys. Just to let you know, like, there's a chance we throw enough bodies at it and we eventually get him down, but, you know, the likelihood of just one-shotting every boss with shitty gear with a raid that's never played together is very low. So if someone hits 60 during Roach Back, they don't gain immortality? They can. Yeah, they can gain immortality if they would like, if they're just playing hardcore regular. But if they're participating in the event, then no. If they want to move into... It's a separate guild, though, so it'll be very clear, like, the distinction. Okay, so we need to go... I got a gold key. I need a silver key. Okay. BWO won't be possible because of second boss, so after MC you have to go to AQ. Well, that's the thing, and I think we can come up with some clever strategies. So you're talking about Veil Straz, right? That was my initial gut reaction too. Oh, there's no way you could do Veil Straz. Well, you actually could do Veil Straz. Someone would just have to die and take the L, right? Which is kind of crazy to think. And the other crazy thing is, even with Molten Core, the chance of everybody surviving is probably almost 0. So it'll be interesting to watch a group of 40 people go into Molten Core and know that some of you aren't coming out. That's some metal shit right there, man. That just sounds badass. Like, you know you could be that casualty, but you're still walking in there into this dark dungeon. But basically you can hearth. So if you get the debuff from Veil Straz, you can just hearth out like instantly, and the debuff is removed from you, is my understanding. So it's not that bad. There it is, the ding. 36, boys. 36. Final point in Blackout. Love to see it. And we have a new rank of Mind Flay coming. What if they buff the content? It's true. It's possible they do. And if they do, we'll give it our best shot, and we might die. I don't know if they're gonna... how likely it is they're really going to do Classic Plus and do all these changes in terms of like difficulty level and stuff. I think they might add some quality of life things, maybe focus frame, maybe you know, Chrono Boon will be there from Phase 1. They might add some stuff like that, but I don't know if they're really going to put hands on the raids and buff them. So when characters get to 60 for the journey to Rag, will they be able to do dungeons? Yes, they will, yep. Oh yeah, but with Veil, the gear is going to be too low to hit the DPS check, so many people would die. Yeah, it's possible, man. It's possible. Is there a good hybrid pally talent build for healing and tanking at 60? Yeah, I think you just go prot, man. You just go prot, and you can still heal. Pallies basically have this blessing called Blessing of Light. And I swear, with not much gear at all, you can still heal serviceably well and be pretty tanky. So you would pretty much go, you could go prot all the way down to Blessing of Sanctuary and Holy Shield. Maybe even just down to Blessing of Sanctuary and not Holy Shield, and then splash into Holy. You could go down to Holy Shock if you didn't get Holy Shield. Or just down to Spiritual Focus and throw a Blessing of Light on people and be able to heal just fine.
Thank you, Kargoz, for being my background radio on my long nighttime drives. I am a delivery driver, and it's fun to listen to you.
Yo, Tyler, thanks, man. I appreciate the 10, bro. Be safe on the drive, brother. Look at that classic water, man. I like the water changes. Sue me. In a funeral ceremony, you should play some emotional music, like Varian's death music. Yeah, we're gonna have fun with that, you know? We were thinking too, I mean, I already talked with Brandon about it, he's down. We're gonna make like a memorial page, so it's almost more legendary than the Hall of Legends we have, which is our leaderboard on hardcore. So if you die at 60, especially in the raid, fighting the good fight, you know, with your boots on your feet against a boss or something, you'll get like a little digital headstone on the memorial page, and it'll show, you know, your played time, where your date of birth and date of death would be, how you died, and it'd be like a fun thing to commemorate your efforts or celebrate your efforts. It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. Still need a silver key, I think. Yup. The mage you've been running with relieves Veil's debuff. As his time left on debuff ticks down, you start to worry he won't heart out. Focus on the boss, you hear him say. One of the 40 panels goes from green to black. He gives life to secure the kill. Yup. Yo, that stuff is gonna happen though. And you already know somebody's gonna die to fall damage at 60. Somebody's gonna die to lava at 60. Some guy is gonna drown at 60. Some guy's gonna die to fatigue at 60. Some guy's gonna fall off Thunderbluff, or, you know, the Undercity elevator, or I don't know if there's an Alliance equivalent, but fall off the Darnassus tree. And all that stuff and more is gonna be like just insane to watch. Yeah, it will PPC, yep. So why hasn't the hardcore community embraced TBC so far and are still stuck on classic era? We actually have. It happened very like organically. So there was a lot of hype. We were calling it Season 2 hardcore with TBC out, right? We kind of like wiped the leaderboards and everything, and people were really excited for TBC. But then it just kind of like didn't end up being that hype, man. People didn't really enjoy Outlands too much, as far as like leveling it in a hardcore capacity, and Vanilla felt more trivialized. The gear was a lot better. The leveling was a lot faster. You got mounts at 30. Some people still enjoy it, and we probably have like 50 active on TBC Hardcore. Guzu's doing TBC Hardcore. But the Vanilla world just hits different in TBC. And people missed it, man. They missed the feeling. Level 60 feels like a lot better as far as like the ultimate milestone as opposed to 70. TBC EU Horde hits 70-ish on a regular basis. Yeah, there you go. I mean, there's still people playing it, for sure. Outlands is just full of quest hubs with not nearly enough adventure aspect. Do you think that Wrath is going to be even bigger than what Classic was? I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, there are some great zones in Classic. In Wrath, right? There's some great zones in TBC. There's some iconic music in Wrath. But I can't help but feel that it'll be similar to how TBC was, right? These zones will be great, but they'll be kind of empty. There will be even less reason to go back to the old world, the vanilla world, even though it's still technically in the game. it could be a very similar experience to what we have right now with TBC. So some people love that and are enjoying it, but I don't know if any. I think you'd be lying, unless there's some truly five-head people in the chat, for people to say TBC unfolded exactly how I thought it was going to, and my expectation perfectly meets the reality of it, how it was received, its growth, its current state, you know. So it was a learning experience for sure. What are these dope graphics? You like it, man? Nax worked in Wrath because so few people saw it. Oh, that was another thing. Yeah, I saw Stay Safe talking about that. Yeah. So, for pretty much almost all of us, right, our first taste of Nax was in Wrath. So, like, we didn't even really, like, know that it was recycled content. At least I didn't. I thought it was a dope-ass raid in Wrath. It was so fun. I did, like, that little achievement where you don't die. I think they had a 10-man version, too, right? It was, like, 10-man and 25-man version. But, now that a lot of people experienced it in vanilla, that whole phase 1 of Wrath is going to be very, potentially underwhelming. They might have to structure the phases in a different way, so that's not just Nax, right? Maybe like, I don't know, Ulduar and Nax in phase 1 Wrath, something like that. Undying and Immortal, yeah, that sounds right. Sounds right. I mean, what do you guys think? How has your experience in TBC been so far? If you had just all things considered, it's not going to be a perfect gauge of your enjoyment, but you know, out of 10, if you had to give it a score so far, the overall amount of fun you've had, all things considered, PvP, PvE, rating, leveling, your guild, economy, gold, professions, zones, music, ambience, everything. Out of 10, I'm looking for logs. 3, 8, 7, 8. I guess what I should have said is like almost compare it to your classic experience. That might even be more useful. Like, if you guys enjoying it more than when you first like dipped your toes into the water with classic and vanilla, I don't know. Boring expansion. TBC would be a 9 if it would let me. If work would let me, okay? Yo, what's up, Jason? How we doing, man? Still working around the clock, man? Solid 8.5 out of 10, mostly for arena. Yeah. TBC for me, arena and just PvP in general and TBC is way better, and I enjoy it. Classic arena, vanilla PvP was very underwhelming, right? I thought there was going to be big organized like esports tournaments type thing for vanilla BGs, and I was really into it, learning about the Dr. Seuss potions and the lips and the laps and the faps and all the little gizmos and gadgets and stuff like that. It never really ended up taking off, right? They did that Summer Bowl, but it was almost like too little too late. Like, I swear there was some missed opportunity there. The dueling meta of Classic, right? That was another thing. It became pretty like obvious how the classes stacked up in an open world dueling capacity. They tried to tweak the rules a little bit with like, what was the one Tipstead in the Dueler League or something? But even the dueling meta became stale pretty quickly. The same classes over and over again winning. I mean, I love vanilla for the world and the leveling and the dungeons and the vibe and the feel and the music and all that side of it. But like the PvP, I much prefer TBC. As far as rating, TBC is better as well. 25s instead of 40. I think 40s were kind of painful, man. The loot's pretty dope. I don't know. I mean, but I guess like a learning would be that the world and then ambience and the vibe and the zones and the feel and the leveling, that whole bucket, whatever you want to call it, the atmosphere matters more than you'd think, right? Because the rating and arena are better on paper, But somehow, some way, it doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna have a better time and a better, like, you know, experience, all things considered. You know? But it's okay, like, you can play both, right? You can play Classic, you can play DBC, it's not that serious, like, you don't have to pick one or the other, you can play them both. Yeah. How badass would it be if you gave Blizzard the Immortal title if you completed Hardcore on a fresh server? Oh, yeah. But TBC rating better. I feel far less immersed in TBC compared to Vanilla. Yeah, I mean, I know it's a bit weird too, but I kind of prefer the world without Blood Elves and Draenei, man. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I have to think about it more. Blood Elves are pretty dope. They do have a sick architecture, right? And they definitely contribute meaningfully to the Warcraft theme, like the vibe of Warcraft. Blood Elves enhance it, right? Draenei, though, man, like, I don't know, man. This is kind of some zero impact right there. Yo, what's up, Joe Rocco? Doing the Naturalist challenge where I can't shapeshift as Druid. Am I allowed to use the Dartol Rod to transform into a Furlock? Oh, yeah, you should be good, man. Yep, you should be good. Can the guild trade before 60? No. The before 60 rule set, 1 to 60 is just completely untouched, just to keep it like super simple. Just 100%, nothing changes whatsoever. Dwarf Shaman and Tauren Paladin would be this. They have it on retail, right? I'm just thankful to be able to play Classic and TBC again in general. Yeah, big facts, man. Big facts. Thankfully, we live in a world now where, you know, remember back in the day, people on the forums would always say, oh, this version of the game is so terrible. Back in this other version of the game, it was way better. Blizzard is actually, like, hard trolling. Like, people would always complain like that. Well, now we actually live in a crazy world where you can play whatever version you want. You know, it wasn't always like that, we forget. I take those two over Draenei and Blood Elves. This is 0 damage run. No, it's a hardcore run though, so if I die at all I have to delete, and there's a few other rules and stuff, but DBC is like the middle child. How do we receive an invitation to the hardcore guild when the event starts? Anybody will be able to invite. We'll have two guilds, or maybe 3 if there's that many people. Well, we have one for 60s only, because it's a different rule set and stuff, right? And then one just, and a couple for different level ranges, maybe one for 1 to 15, and then another one for 15 plus, and then another one at 60. It just depends on how many people we have show up, but you don't worry, man. You'll get invited. Do you think hardcore is viable for Aussies playing on US servers given the latency? Yeah, there's a lot of them, man. There's a lot of them. I think some of them have even like 250 MS and stuff, but WoW is not a game that's that punishing for MS unless they're playing Arena or something, but for just like leveling and staying alive, it's totally fine. A lot of these private servers we played on were like hosted in Eastern Europe or random places, and you know, you just kind of like made do. In EU, we have 50 to 60 players on Ally and about 8 on Horde because everyone's thinking Raid to Rag. Ally, it's ruined it for Horde players. Yeah, but what are you going to do about it, right? Like, you know, like, if you have a good solution, I'm down. There's still 8 on Horde, though, you know, there's still some people playing Horde, and, you know, like, I can definitely, like, understand that that's an issue, that the Horde needs more players, but I'm not sure what to do about it. Just, people are going to do what they're going to do. He says people are excited for the event, you know, and they want to practice and stuff. Average of 200 MS in Melbourne, mate. Never noticed any real lag, to be honest. Yeah, there you go. Okay, we got the keys. We should be able to get our wand now, right? Got silver key, gold key, turn it in, kill something at that shrine, and get the wand. Just play Alliance. I think TBC just needs some time as we get to later phases of the endgame. The end game will become so vast. Yeah, there's still some stuff I'm really looking forward to in TBC. I mean, Isle of Keldanas. I almost have the same type of nostalgia I have for Vanilla for that zone, just because I remember being in high school with my buddies, I was a junior in high school. Wrath Lichen came out senior year for us. I was a junior in high school in boarding school. And going around with my 2 buddies from school. My one buddy, Michi, he played a shaman, orc shaman named Kuzo. Then my other buddy played a blood elf ret pally named Luminix. And I was actually playing a troll mage at the time. Going around Isle of Keldanos and doing the dailies together, getting the little skirmishes right on that coast, you know, where the Naga are. Fun times, man. Seeing people run around that brutal gladiator. The music, the vibes. Magister's Terrace. Yeah, I'm excited for that. It's good to hear. I'm on EU and was worried the ping would be a big liability, so I have to road to Ragnaros. Hell yeah, I mean, there might be an EU attempt as well, like we were saying before, so. My IRL dog just hit me up asking if I wanted to duo hardcore with him. What server is hardcore on nowadays? Yo, Jason, you might have missed it, man. It has been blown up more than it has ever blown up ever before in the last 2 years. You know, Stay Safe was playing it today, Frostadamus. We're on Blood Sail era, bro. Come join that. Man, this shit is cringe. Please go TBC. Love content, man, but please go TBC now. Do I even bother trying to tap into this man's mind? Do we even do it? I'm just trying to understand where you're coming from, bro. Like I'm all ears. We've just been talking about TBC's cool too, man. Like I mean, but I can't imagine you tune into WoW streams to be blown away by gameplay. How many people do that? You tune into a WoW stream and you're like in sheer awe of the level of gameplay and skill. If you tune into mirror streams, some like the super rank 1 like Giga Chads, I get it, right? Like, and they don't need cams or anything, but for most of the streamers you tune into. So why does it even matter, bro? We're literally just having a conversation. We're just talking, man. You got the WoW noises in the background. You're probably not even looking at the screen right now. It's rare. You just tend to tune and chill out. Exactly. That's why, like, the content with hardcore, why it's actually low-key good content, it's not even because I'm wanting this Naga to death. It's because we're just talking. And there's not like cringe music playing that like is distracting. Like we're just having an organic and authentic conversation about whatever. It's the cozy feel that draws me to WoW streams. Yours is especially good at capturing it. It's just leveling with the boys. Yeah, I mean I'm the same way too, bro. I understand why you're saying that. I don't play Classic Hero since it's too boring for me, but I like seeing what's going on definitely with the community. TBC Phase 1 has been the best patch for Classic Hardcore, so many people coming over. Yeah, it's been good, man. How did Elbers go? Hardcore Elbers. Hardcore Elbers was fun, man. All those hardcore dungeons, endgame. Maradon and beyond, you guys got to experience it. I'm hoping that some of you actually do. Anything Maradon Plus? Has anybody run anything Maradon Plus in hardcore? Maybe you can share it. Like, I swear it hits different. It's different from a Dead Mines or a Wailing Caverns. You feel genuine emotion playing this game, right? It's not just like a mundane slew of like you're just kind of like half awake. Like you feel genuine anxiety. You're scared. You're excited. It's like you're in a movie or something. It's really, really fun, and you're genuinely not sure if you're gonna make it, you know. And that's it's just like a feeling you've never experienced when you play WoW. Just Mara? You did Mara on Hardcore Grind? If Blizz lets you see deaths and played, will people still have to stream? Well, what we're doing right now is, so, you know, we have a hardcore add-on, right? I don't know if I have it enabled. I had to disable it earlier. Let me enable it right now. So this is the hardcore add-on, if you guys are new. It actually even has the little logo and stuff. It tracks, there's a database of deaths. It shows like the average death level. It announces in guild chat when people die. There's a raid warning, kind of like Survivor or Hunger Games or something, and blast it out in raid warning when somebody dies. See F's in the chat. It disables auction house, it disables mailbox, disables all that stuff. But what we're looking to do is have it So it tracks your played time, and as long as your played time matches the exact time of the add-on, then people weren't disabling it and playing their character. And as long as those things match, you know, it should preserve the integrity of the rule set, right? And we're building an interface right now where you can go to Guild tab, and you'll see like a little green or red icon next to each character. And if it's green, it means they have the add-on installed and the run is like, you know, verified and in good standing and stuff. And if it's red, it means they don't have the add-on. So you would just require everybody to have the add-on. And then, yeah, in theory, you wouldn't need to record or stream anymore. And then you could just play and not have to worry about that, which is, I know, is a big turn-off for a lot of people. But the only X factor there is disconnect deaths. So if you're not recording or streaming, like, there's no way to confirm or deny a disconnect death. So, you know, you can just basically say people, yeah, you don't need to stream or record, but if you don't have footage of your DC, you're kind of in the bin. Or did you guys clear Elbers on hardcore? Not like recently, you know, we don't. This guy's not endgame, but I have cleared it. It's on my channel. The most exciting dungeon I've ever run in all of hardcore was BRD, though. It was literally like an action movie. Everything from Graze for Days, my boy. You know, that door that you usually have to get the key to open, and to get that key you have to die and talk to the dwarf in that middle part of, you know, the molten core area. You can open that door with the C4ium charge, a large one, and in hardcore it takes a massive effort to get one of those made, a large C4ium charge. If you look at the materials for it, you would normally just buy it off the auction house, right? But Graze for Days actually slaved away and made a large C4ium C4 parcel, planted it on the door, blasted open the door, and we were able to do the gauntlet event, you know, and kill all that room where it's like Mines of Moria, and you have to get the torches and light the little altars. We did that on hardcore, and killed Emperor, you know, in BRD on hardcore. It was fucking sick, man. It might have been top 5 coolest WoW moments for me, like, ever. Can you at least PvP, man? PvE is boring, or are you a PvE Andy? I don't know why I am getting so much hate if I was just saying not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be rude to you either, bro. I'm literally just trying to keep it a buck 27 with you, man. I mean, this you see some of you here on the stream, though, see like why it will mean a lot to me, if and when we, you know, do get this Glad title in a few hours, because I am known from a lot of people. They see my stream, I'm always leveling, I'm always in Duratard. They think I'm like some hard stuck level 20 PvE Andy, and like, you know, yeah, I can't really play the game or something, right? It's just nice, man. I'm gonna breathe a little bit easier. Yeah, we should be getting Glad here in a few hours, though. We'll see. That's not gonna work if you don't have a third-party program that syncs what TSM has that tracks, since you can't obfuscate WoW add-ons. You can modify data locally. Yeah, that's all like above my pay grade. I'm not really sure. I mean, we have some add-on engineers. They seem like they know what to do. Yeah. But yeah, when the time comes when we build it, we can definitely use all the help we can get to try to make it good. Rip the pally from Nomer, I know, right? No, but I'm not trying to be rude to you, man. You didn't really come in here like too hot. I mean, but you did call this whole thing cringe. You know, like, that's why like you sent some hostility back. Like, you just came into a person's stream you don't know and just literally called the whole thing cringe and said go play TBC. So I don't know what you're expecting, bro. But yeah, I mean, I'm already over it, man. Okay. Are you gonna play Arena Season 2? Yeah, I'll play. Fuck that dude for like Nora ban him. I've banned like less than 10 people in my entire years of streaming and stuff. I really try not to unless they like, you know, go insane. There's always going to be ways to edit the add-on, disable certain functionality. Yeah, I mean, there always is. I mean, there's a way to do, like, anything in life. You put your mind to it. But I feel like the percentage of Lua engineers that also really, for some reason, want to desperately complete the hardcore challenge, I feel like that number is, like, small. Of people who are going to come in and, like, tamper with an add-on and try to, like, you don't really win anything. Like, you don't win, like, a cash prize. You don't, like, you know, you don't get a all-expense trip to Hawaii or something. You earn the the respect and admiration of your fellow like crusty gamer brethren, but yeah. How am I hating, man? All y'all fools are so fucking top. Like, we're literally over it, bro. Just chill, relax, dude. Go make yourself a cup of coffee, put some cream in it, man. Get some pumpkin spice, mix it up in there, man. Take a deep breath, man. Go check the Google News, man. Just go pet your dog, say hi to your wife, man. Like, we're chilling, bro. You don't have to go all crazy. Yo, Subkicka with the 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you very much. 90 subs in the channel, man. That's insane, brother. One of my oldest supporters. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it, Subkicka. How you doing, man? Lua is super basic, so you don't need to know a whole lot about it. But still, I mean, how many people in the chat? Nah, people are gonna. Everybody's gonna be a Lua engineer out of nowhere. I know Lua. Yeah, man, I build add-ons all the time. Like, yo, with the rested XP, so we sold this guide, right? The amount of questions we got per day on how to install an add-on, like just to download and extract, like you would be shocked, man. You would be so shocked. Like you would just think it's like everybody knows how to download and install an add-on after so many years playing the game. But yeah, it was surprising. Is every hardcore gamer recording his journey to 60? Not everybody. Some people don't care about the whole recording. They just find it like, hey, I'm doing this for me. It's a fun game mode. I could care less about getting my name on a website or something, and they just play, respect the rules and customs, and they're chilling, man. But it is kind of fun to participate and stream and record. And if you have a death clip, it's nice to post it and share that with people. It's always encouraged, but I mean, you don't have to, bro. Vote on the poll, everyone. Yo, what up, Tactics? Good morning, man. Do you know how to code change a Lua add-on? Yeah, look, see, like, oh, 3 people know. Rip Badoink? Yeah, man, Rip Badoink. Rip Badoink. I love the Mind Blast skill sound. Yeah, it's a good one. I really like Holy Fire. I actually even like it more than Mind Blast. Holy Fire is just sick. I love how you just see this beam from the heavens come down and just strike this thing. Look, bam! It literally looks like it's coming down from way up in the sky. You'd have to literally be the Grinch to not like Kargoz? Hey, I appreciate it, man. Can I duo level? Want to do with me? Yeah, duo leveling is super fun too. Like, you've seen me be a doomer about trio, because I genuinely, like, I care about people having a good time, right? And enjoying vanilla WoW and, like, having a great experience. Like, I think trio is clunky. And if you can pull it off, more power to you, right? But duo doesn't feel clunky at all, for whatever it's worth. And if, how many of you have duo leveled in the chat? You can maybe back me up on this. It feels really good. The world feels really good. You can do, like, almost all quests. There might be a handful that aren't the most efficient thing ever, but... And just having one partner, it just makes the experience fly by a lot faster, Pick some nice classes, go some nice builds, complement each other's play style, build that synergy. It's really fun. What's your opinion on Fallout 76? Fallout 76. Sort of blanket on all the Fallouts. I played Fallout 3. Was 76 the one after that? I played New Vegas. I don't know, man. I don't know if I ever played that one, to be honest. Is that the one that was, like, in rural America or something, and everybody... It was almost like this, it was Independence Day kind of themed, like Founding Fathers, like strange, like bizarre wigs and like red, white, and blue, and kind of like super K-Kona type, like a play on Americana type theme thing. What is this? Never seen this type of treasure? Oh, this is a quest, brother. Yeah, it's called Captain Ragnaros. I'm doing this for a wand. I think I'm just like half focused, but yeah, check this out. Wand, 29.7. Check it out. Frost damage wand, 1.5. That's why we did this. Very nice. Very nice. Let's equip that puppy. Where is it? There we go. New wand hype. Alright, so the last thing I wanted to do in Desolace is to go down here to the south part and kill all these undeads. and then that'll be my SM. Then I'll be able to do SM, and then we can get out of Desolace and go somewhere more interesting. A duo and trio level, I think they're both fun, but yes, duo is easier. You thought about how phase cycles will work in an official HC server? If people can't finish MC, there's not much point in releasing a new phase like BWL. Yeah, I'm sort of like, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there type of mindset on it. I don't even know if we can do MC, really, you know? I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, we eventually got to 40 people at 60, even just in the standard guild. These guilds that we're in right now, I mean, not this lower level one that I'm in right now, but like HC Elite will eventually get to 40-60s on this server right now. We will eventually get enough bodies to walk into Molten Core, but actually killing all the bosses in one life, I'm not so sure how realistic that is. Well, we're gonna do our absolute best. Looking forward to seeing you step into SM. I think you'll lose another couple of mates in the armory. Oh no, let's hope not. What server is he playing on? This is a classic era Bloodsail Buccaneers, and again, just shouting it out. If anybody is bored, you want to come join one of the the fastest growing, and I mean, I consider this community wholesome, and there are people that are fighting to keep the community like nice and not have it degenerate. It's a nice community, man. Good people here, people who love vanilla. Like, there's not really many tourists with WoW like in this community, because I feel like a lot of those people have moved on already. Yo, come join, man. Try it out. We're on Bloodsail era. There's also an EU guild. I think there's an Oceanic guild too. On Remulos. What's your top 3 classes for hardcore? Rogue, Warrior, and third one, I'm not sure. Rogue, Warrior, fuck, man, it's kind of stumping me. Rogue and Warrior for sure. I don't know. They're all kind of like the same for me after that. Rogue and Warrior are amazing in hardcore. They just feel so good for various reasons. I mean, I love the feeling of weapon progression. It's so fun. It's so nice. Melee animations. It's more dangerous when you're in melee range. You're actually taking damage, you know. Stealth is so much fun in hardcore. You really value stealth for the first time. Tactics Law is in the chat, right? You're here, right, bro? How many times did you stealth on your fastest rogue speedruns if you're just doing multi-lifing normal, right? Probably 0 times, I'm guessing. I don't think you ever pressed the ability. Never even bound it, probably. In hardcore, stealth is like your safety blanket. It feels really good, and it actually adds a lot of value. And you like, I've never really valued stealth before, up until I played a hardcore rogue. So. I love the melee classes. They're so much fun. I mean the hardest are also kind of the most fun, I guess. But some people feel Rogue isn't the most fun. It isn't the hardest. Warrior is really the only one that sticks out as particularly is like more harder than the other ones. Playing Sword and Board Warrior at the moment. Hell yeah, man. And isn't that cool that there's like a, there is a format where you can, in good conscience, play a Sword and Board Warrior? Or, I know Melderon loves to level as a Resto Shaman. Hey man, you're surviving as a Resto Shaman. Sure, you're not leveling that fast, but, what if you just died as Enhanced? Like, Tommy died at like 59 in Plaguelands. If you're a Resto Shaman, are you gonna die? Probably not. Rogue gets clapped badly if misplayed. Yeah, sure. Yeah, 100%, man. Dying at 59, yo. Any predictions on what classes there will be a shortage of in the hardcore raid? I'm not sure. I really have no... I think healers, right? Because it would be logical to assume... Hey, look, it's like a little frostbolt. It's when I won now. I assume you'd need a lot more healers, right? In a hardcore raid. But at the same time, is there a world where the tanks just drop like flies? And we just don't have enough tanks? Imagine we lose Graze and Ampi, or Ampi and whoever the other tanks are, like immediately on a bad pull, then, you know, the amount of time it takes to gear up a tank and get them ready to step into the raid, I mean, I could see us having a tank shortage as well. I almost killed my Ellie Shaman at some 55 in Western Plaguelands on the spawning worms. Oh, that's one of the worst places in vanilla, 100%, bro. Yeah, those worms are borderline bug. You know the trick with those, though, is you have to go into the water, because they don't chase you in the water. But if you try to run from them, they're going to keep spawning and on top of each other over and over again, like almost indefinitely. Yeah, that quest is absolutely brutal, man. Oh, I've never even done it on hardcore. What's the next dungeon coming for you? I think it's going to be SM, right? 36. I might be able to do RFD if we had people in the guild at level. I feel like RFD would maybe stretch up into the high 30s. And then SM. RFK is GG, I think I'm too high, right? RFK is the one with Corpse Maker. So it's probably RFD and SM. Then we get into you know, ZF and Mara and stuff. What is the EU server and guild? They're on Hydraxian Waterlords, and they have apparently a good amount of people on both the TBC side and the classic side. If you go to the... Here, I'll put the site in there. There's a thing that says Registrar on the site, and it like shows all the hardcore guilds on the various servers. So maybe you want to check that out. Let me find it for you. Actually, I'll link directly to the Registrar. Guilds. Here we go. Here's the direct link to the guilds on the site. I'll throw it in YouTube as well. What's the plan for the day, Kargoz? Any dungeons? I will probably stream again later. I streamed earlier today. I mean, all the days are blending in with each other. But I'd like to do another stream at some point today, 9/21, and we'd likely do some dungeons. But you know, I'm probably only going to stream for another hour or so. Just get a 3-hour stream in now. I just couldn't sleep. I've been having the hardcore bug. EU is only alive as TBC Horde or Classic. As TBC Horde or Classic Era Alliance. Good to know. 41 online Classic Era EU ally at the moment. How is it over there too? Is it good vibes in the EU guild? Is everybody like playing together and getting along and stuff? EU ally hit 77 online yesterday. That's so sick, man. Been great. Nice. Great vibes. EU Alliance is amazing and very thriving. Oh, dude, you'll love to see it, bro. Bought a black hardcore mug on the shop today. Yeah, I have this same exact one, man. I warmed the baby's milk in it. That's great, man. Seems like EU's in good shape. Love to see it. Yeah, we're doing alright. We've had a lot of tourists come into the scene on the NA side, just because we've had like some big streamers and stuff come in, like Stay Safe streaming yesterday. So the guild's been swelling, and people are bouncing around to the various guilds. But yes, it's good, man. Scepter of Light. This quest. Yeah. I think I have to go up in the watchtower there and get it, right? What if you don't get a good class balance for raid on Rag? Yeah, what do you guys think, though? For a hardcore raid, would you take player over class? I think you would. I really do. I mean, you would need to have a certain baseline amount of tanks and healers, right? But I would rather take a seasoned raider, regardless of class, that you know is gonna, like, you know, do all the mechanics right and not, like, kill the whole raid and manage their threat and do everything. Like, I honestly don't know if it would matter that much, as long as everybody's, like, super good quality. I think when people troll in the chat, I think you should straight up ignore it. Yeah, you might be right. I mean, sometimes I do. Oh shit, I'm getting blasted, man. I'm getting blasted right now. Just firing squad. Just gonna want him. Kind of a weird situation I'm in right now. Pretty uncomfortable. There we go. There's the blackout stun. This guy really had mana that whole time. Just pumped me like 50 Shadow Bolts. Alright. Imagine content up to Wrath tuned as vanilla 60s. That's some classic blood shit, yeah. Yo, MVP with the $5. Thank you very much, man. WoW fell off because they broke away from the iconic zones, and they make these zones for expansions that have no meaning or legacy. Thing is, I feel you. Like, I feel like there's some truth in what you're saying. But there's no denying the TBC zones are good, though, right? Like, they are nostalgic. I mean, Zangarmarsh is beautiful. I can imagine the sounds, the sights, Nagrand, a lot of people's favorite zones. Even in Wrath, you know, like, some of these zones are iconic, but I still feel like what you're saying has some truth in it. Like, the vanilla zones, maybe it's the zones are nice on paper, like Zangarmarsh and stuff, but you don't end up living in them as much as you do in vanilla, where like in vanilla you're just living in the, you know, you're just doing routes, trying to find Lotus and gather and stuff in Winterspring, Plagueland, Silithus. You're making your rounds, there's world PvP in all these zones. Maybe it's not so much the zone on paper in terms of the look, the feel, the music, the ambience, but what you do in the zones. Like, are the TBC zones full of life and people, like fighting, gathering on your servers? I have no idea because I play on a remote post-apocalyptic zombie island in Bloodsail. That's the server I actually multi-lifed on, so I have no idea how it is on, like, you know, a popular server. But I'm just talking out loud. Thinking out loud. What I'm saying is the world isn't much of a world in a 3-zone expansion. Yeah, how many zones are there in TBC 5? The Grand, Blade's Edge, Zangarmarsh, Shadow Moon, Terrakar, Hellfire, 6. Oh, and another term, 7. 7 zones. Just started on Hydrax, you joined the Guild Mortal. HC Journey is on. Hell yeah, brother. Welcome, welcome. Vanilla zones just feel way bigger, but they feel kind of empty compared to later expansions and less concentrated. TBC is too small. The vanilla world feels like a world. That's kind of true, man. I think you're onto something, right? And you know what actually does cause that a bit, though? And I actually do like flying mounts. This is not like, I'm not trying to flip-flop on this. I like them. I think TBC was engineered for them. But the flying mounts do make TBC feel a lot smaller, right? Because you can just kind of fly to the end of one in like 1 minute. You know? Where in vanilla, I mean, even if I'm on Epic Mount, it would take me like 10 minutes to get down here. You have to walk, ride everyone classic. Yeah. I'm head over heels in TBC, and I can agree with that. Just going back to BRD for Brewfest, I got that feeling instantly. Oh yeah, about vanilla zones feeling like more of like a world. You're saying? As soon as I got epic flying, my feeling toward TBC changed. Summoning stone also makes it feel smaller. True. Yeah, true. Yeah. Okay. So I get the Scepter of Light in here from the Burning Blade Seer. Someone who stopped at 29 to BG back in original vanilla. I hate mounts at BGs. I think this is a quick aside, and I mean, I don't know how interesting this is to talk about. To me, I like to talk about it. Is AV it's not the most fun. If I were to queue an AV right now, how much fun would you have? If you queued an AV. Probably not that fun, because you've done it so many times. But, on paper, if you really think about it, AV is one of the most incredible Star Wars Battlefront-esque experiences I've ever had in gaming. It is actually like an unbelievable thing. AV, other than Star Wars Battlefront, is like the only PvP type of thing I've experienced in gaming where it felt like an actual war. You know, it's such a massive map, it would take you literally 20 minutes
You
to go to
have
the
to
top.
keep hardcore alive, Kargoz.
What?
It's literally the future for old school WoW gaming.
Dude. NV beer with the $399.99. That is so insane, dude. That is going right into the the events, man. We'll put it to good use, brother. I promise you, we'll put it to good use. We'll get some more trailers, logos. We'll, I hope you can see the passion shining through. We will try to make this the best event, best community, best everything, because it's fun. It's a fun project. It's a passion project. It'll be great, man. Thank you so much for that, bro. I appreciate it, man. We will try to put on a hell of a show. If you're competing, hopefully it's going to be super fun for you, and you're going to love it, and we're going to have so much fun. And if you're just watching, hopefully it'll be like the best WoW content you've ever seen. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it, bro. I'll never forget that. Wow. Forgot what I was saying, man. About AV, right? Yeah, I mean, I like AV a lot. It's an amazing BG. There's quests in it. There's like literally NPCs and those harpy caves. You have to turn in scraps to fund the war effort. There's world bosses on both sides. It's amazing. But even though it's amazing, for some reason it's not that fun. Not that fun always, because we've done it so many times. But yeah, thanks guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it. When is the next leveling tournament? We were gonna do one on the 25th. Some of the members in the hardware community were gonna throw one. It didn't end up going through, but you never know. There's another event coming up, which will be announced shortly, that you guys are gonna love. That'll hold us over till Road to Rag and kind of like be good practice. And we'll be, we'll be doing something for a good cause too as well. So AV is kind of like a MOBA. Man, that's so crazy. I'm still like in shock. Thank you very much for that 400, bro. That's insane, man. It's an amazing concept, but the meta is very bad in AV. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. The concept is amazing, though, and the execution of like creating that BG and how it all works and flows together is probably the most impressive BG they've ever done. You guys ever play Battlefront, though? Star Wars Battlefront? That was a game that had a really massive wow factor for me. That was the game, if you don't remember, it was actually kind of like revolutionary on multiple fronts. You could play as just like a basic infantry unit in Star Wars for either, the Empire, I guess, where you would be like a droid. Like you could be like one of those little ball droids that just roll around and turret, or you could be the most basic little skinny droid infantry and be like a sniper or like a clone. That game was insane when it first came out. Like you actually felt you were in a massive scale Star Wars battle. And then there was another Battlefront, unless I'm confusing the games, where you could play as the Jedis and you were in that iconic space western town with the pub with like that iconic music playing. And the different Jedis were like different classes, they had like different abilities, and Clones vs. Droid. Childhood defining game, right? What console was that? Or was it PC too? I mean, it was like, it's gotta be 360, right? I would imagine 360 and PS3. PS2, was it really? Xbox, PS, that's insane. And then I remember being able to play that game on PSP as well. Like they somehow released it on there as well, which was incredible. PSP was another thing that was honestly mind-blowing when it came out. I remember I was on a school field trip to Washington D.C. That's something that a lot of American middle schools and stuff did, to the Capitol. My buddy Alejandro, he bought a PSP. Another one of my wild buddies. And, he was playing Spider-Man, the movie, on his PSP in that weird little disc thing that was wrapped in plastic in the back of not the van, the bus that they would take you on these school trips. And it was the most mind-blowing thing. He was playing Twisted Metal on the PSP. The graphics were shocking, man. I don't think PSP did PSP do well though historically. Like, is that a console that was like a Dreamcast type thing, or it was a big flop? I feel like it's not talked about much these days, The hero battles on Mos Eisley. Yup, thinking the same one. No problem, bro. I've been watching you for years. It's the least I can do. I appreciate it, MVP. I mean, it's such an insane donation, man. I'll put it to good use, brother. I will literally use it to help make everything we got going on, events and stuff, better. Imagine hardcore AV, you get there and you die for real. Yup. Yeah, it had a lot of potential, but ultimately flopped. PSP was huge in Japan and supported for a very long time. Well, one thing that's pretty exciting, does anybody own a Nintendo Switch? I don't know if it's that popular in EU. Maybe it is. Maybe I could be wrong on that. I feel like Americans are pretty obsessed with Nintendo. But Diablo 2 is coming out on Switch, and people may not be marinating in your mind. Like, you are going to be able to play Diablo 2 Resurrected. Gorgeous game. Essentially on kind of like handheld on Switch. It's really exciting. I'm going to buy it for Switch as well. Yeah, ASAP. Are there any restrictions regarding to what add-ons you're allowed to use? Is Questy allowed? Yeah, Questy is allowed. Everything's allowed. Everything's good. Everything's alright, my man. I'm from EU and never owned a console. Was always a PC guy. Yeah. I'm not sure why that is. EU consoles never really took off in the same way as it did in NA. Did you guys in EU, though, did you have the whole N64 phase? Where, like, all the kids had to choose between PlayStation and N64 and that, the GoldenEye era, all that? Or did you guys just kind of, like, have your own equivalent to that, I wonder? Because, at least in growing up for me, like, it was just everybody had either N64 or PlayStation. Can't believe people are still on WoW. Hell yeah, man, it holds up. Look at the graphics, look at the game. It actually looks pretty good still. Modded D2 Median XL. Yeah, I heard about that. GoldenEye N64 best. I still got my GameCube and I love to play Need for Speed Underground on it today. I had that game, yeah. The game was pretty good. Another game I enjoyed was Pikmin, actually, weirdly, on GameCube. Just the original first one was really good. I don't know if anybody played that. It was a weird game. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna head south now and do this Ravager quest. The thing is, I really should train at 36 and get Mind Flay, but it's okay, I'll do it later. N64 felt universal. Everyone had that. PlayStation and original Xbox were the two mainly, but I had both. Pikmin is so original, even now there's nothing like it. Yeah, it was a cool game for sure. I bought my wife Animal Crossing for Switch. I bought her, it's like her Switch, but I'm gonna yoink it for D2R. She's been playing that game. I remember when the first one came out for GameCube. It was pretty dope. It reminded me, like, anybody play Harvest Moon as well on N64? It was a fun game. But yeah, this is the new Animal Crossing. She's playing that. Not sure if you guys played Def Jam Fight for New York, but that game will forever be my favorite for console. It was a fun game. Not sure if you guys played Def Jam Fight for New York, but that game will forever be my favorite for console. Not sure if you guys played Def Jam Fight for New York, but that game will forever be my favorite for console. What was it? Is it a fighting game? Wrestling game? Spyro games? Yeah, that was one of the only games my dad actually got into. Like, he would actually go play by himself. Spyro's great.
I'm donating $5 to challenge someone else to donate $5. HC community is GOAT. The road to rag hype is real. Let's back this project. Love you all.
No, Eisen, thank you, man, for the 5, brother. I mean, it's insane, man. You guys are too kind. MVP, Eisen, thank you very much, guys. Def Jam was dope. Do you guys have a game that you think was really underrated? Like, didn't really get the attention you think it deserved? I have a few that come to mind for me. There was a game on N64 that I really got into. Battle Tanks, that was one. Let's see. NFL Blitz was pretty fun. Maybe that did get pretty huge. Let's think here. Age of Mythology, did that get really big? I loved that game. I played so much of that game, man. Digimon Worlds. SSX Tricky was dope on GameCube. Yeah, the snowboarding game, right? It had a really good soundtrack too, yeah. 100%. Dynasty Warriors? I played a lot of Dynasty Warriors. Yup. Rayman 2. Age of Mythology. Phantasy Star Online felt very appreciated at the time. Now people seem to get it. Underappreciated at the time. Age of Empires 2? Oh yeah, I love Age of Empires 2. OG Crash Bandicoot players. First Crash Bandicoot game I played was Crash Bandicoot 3. Yo, Illidan with the Prime. Thank you very much, man. Remember the Age of Empires cheat code where you could get the race car? Yup. There was one too. It was all your base belongs to us or something, and it would spawn like this monkey dude, and he would be able to one-shot everything. Yeah, cheat codes for some reason are probably seared into the back of our minds. All the GTA cheat codes, right? To spawn a tank, or to remove your stars, or all those things, right? You know, left down, right up, L1, L2, R1, R2. Yeah. The Cobra car, yep. Did Baldur's Gate 3 ever come out? I'd love to. I always hear about that game on stream. I will play it one of these days. Anybody play Knights of the Old Republic? Oh, dude, there's this one Star Wars game that was about the bounty. It was a bounty hunter game for Star Wars. I think you're playing as like not Jango Fett, but like another just random bounty hunter, and that's the whole game. Just getting bounties. That game was so fun too. Kingdom Hearts. Oh yeah. No cheat codes anymore. Now we just pay to win. That was a weird thing, right? Game Shark. So games were designed with these cheat codes in mind, right? Back in the day. I don't think that happens anymore. The developers intentionally put in cheat codes and teamed up with Game Shark so that you could like buy this Game Shark and get access to them. Yeah. It was like a physical thing
hype
somehow.
train fund the future of fun.
Yo, MVP with another 5, bro. That is insane, man. Thank you very much, brother. I never bought one though. Lara Croft cheat code. Classic HC is full and we got people begging for invites to HC Elite, feeling pretty mean telling them no. What's the play? Classic HC is full, huh? We have 16 slots still at the moment. I'm staying in the lower level guild right now to try to like funnel people over who are confused. But if people want to invite the HC Elite, just invite them, man. Honestly, we're growing too fast. We already have 3 guilds set up, and a 3rd one has been set up named Mortal. So yeah, just invite them, man. They're probably gonna die anyway, right? In Sweden, we had a webpage that was only dedicated to cheat codes for games. Oh, dude, this guy right here has actually killed quite a few hardcore people. He killed Jamin. I don't know why I'm getting close to him. This guy pats throughout the entire zone. It's one of the definite scary things. Like, he'll go all the way to the coast out here. Gotta be on the lookout for those guys. Kill him, you can do it. What up, Farla? Good to see you, bro. I don't know if I can, man. I'm about to do something spicy, though. This quest is orange. Down the Scarlet Path. Because I'm trying to get set up for SM here. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, bro. Hopefully see you for Road to Rag, man. Be great to play with Farla first time. First time. How's the character going? You still soloing dungeons? Hunter was looking pretty good the other day. Watch out for the necromancers down there. They're 39, if I recall. Oh, Parla's a, fucking monster brain priest, right? Parla, how do you feel about Mind Flay, like rank 3 Mind Flay? I'm about to get it. How do you feel about this build in general? I went down disc, got meditation. Was really happy with the disc talents. I feel like they worked out really well. Not so sure about Shadow. It's been okay. I see blackouts kind of frequently now. Mind Flay just feels so terrible though, man. It's been doing less damage than my wand at rank 2. I really was tempted to go just to be a smite priest and just send it as holy. I feel like holy would be a really good way to level, but I've leveled so many priests. Blackout is self-grief? Okay. Self-grief. Alright. How do you level your priests usually, man? Disc holy is better until you go shadow ammo.
Really loving the hardcore. Thanks, Kargoz. Godspeed.
Yo, Oblivion, thank you so much for the 5, brother. I've been seeing you in the stream all week, Oblivion. I see you every day now, man. Imagine you kite a pack of 4 mobs. Kargoz, you stun the mob you're trying to kill, so the other mobs catch up faster. True. But I guess I'm the type of priest Parla that doesn't really kill 4 mobs. I'm more of a single target Andy type of dude. Or maybe 2. So I haven't had that affect me too much. I just try to, just wind up Holy Fire, Mind Blast, roll a Renew, and just get the wand. Mind Flay is weak. Only perk is that it can slow runners. Yeah. Yo, Ethan Bremer as well, man. $7 Canadian dollars. Do you have fire resist? But will race to Ragnaros main tank have fire resist for Molten Core? Also, I feel the hardest part will be getting a Pally Priest for Dispels on Lucy and Geddon. Dispels on Lucy and Geddon for the mind control. And there's decurse on Lucy, right? So mages are gonna have to decurse, and they'll have to be dispel. The mind control on Lucifron, I kind of forget how it works, but yeah, you could just cleave down a member of your own raid, right? If they just get MC'd and burst it down. That would be a terrible way to die in hardcore, killed by your own raid. And then Geddon, dispels for Geddon. Is there dispels for Geddon? I think there's a living bomb guy, but you can't dispel that. Everybody just pumps. Yo, thanks for the 7 though, man. I'm sort of the opinion that the hardest thing in MC is going to be... Actually, I think the hardest thing in MC is going to be Rag. Is that crazy? The Sun's phases are really brutal. That's where he summons all those fire elementals. And what happens pretty much is that a warlock or 2 will die, and then some of those things that were supposed to be banished aren't banished, and they just start one-tapping people. I think Rag followed by Domo. Maybe I'm over. That's a big vein right there. If you kill a hard rare or group quest solo, I'll donate 250. Holy shit, man. I'll kill that giant if I see it again. I'll try. Do my best. Anyone play the Simpson car game where you drove around? No, but you know what that just reminded me of? There was a Lego game that I played when I was a small child. And some of you might have played it. I think it was called Lego, like, Island something. Where you, like, would drive around, you'd deliver pizzas. And that would meet the list for, I feel like, underrated games. It was actually so fun. You played that shit, right? Lego Island was sick? It was called Lego Island, right? Yeah. I'm glad somebody played that. Simpsons game in the arcade, though. I mean, you know what game actually slapped this, kids? It was good old-fashioned chess, man. Chess with the clock. I was into it. Had that little roll-up mat that kind of smelled good. Little brown, clock. Have a little carrying case for that. Play some speed chess. Right? Go get a Lipton iced tea out of the vending machine and go play some speed chess. Good times, man. Shoots and ladders. Yeah, I remember that, bro. You play chess? We should play, dude. I'm probably like bad now these days, but yeah, I'm down. Sorry if this has been asked before. Will you play fresh? And if so, will you be doing hardcore? Yes, sir. Look at that top left beautiful logo right there. We're assembling the Avengers, the A-Team. The creme de la creme of the classic Andes. Coming together and trying to do something that's never been done before. Immortal, permadeath, raiding guild. We're going for the rag kill, brother. Yo, Korean American Chestnut. Chestnut, what's up, man? If that's true, why stay safe in the guild? Yo, stay safe. Stay safe has stripes, man. I don't know if you're just memeing him. Stay safe has been here from the very start, brother. He was a grizzly pumper back when I was even a noob on the private servers, just looking around. See this guild, Grizzly, in all caps. They never logged off. Every fresh, they were the highest level. Yeah, he's been here since the jump. Once what happens once Rag is dead? Well, if we all had a great time and are all still alive, which is kind of unlikely, I have this weird like prophecy in my mind where I feel like we're gonna kill Rag maybe, but there's only gonna be like 4 people alive, and that does sound kind of sick, right? We barely clinch it. But if we are still alive, then we could keep going, man. Into BWL, TG, AQ. I think Ampi said before that he's down to go try to kill KT. What is Classic Fresh exactly? They're restarting servers, yeah, probably 1 PvE, 1 PvP, a couple servers in each region, and it's just going back to vanilla, man. Fresh community, fresh server. He's gonna play in the Raggill? Stay safe? I mean, I think so. He's been thinking about it a lot, and he's sponsoring the event and stuff, so we'll see. You know, his plans might change, but I hope so. Stay safe's a bumper, man. Hopefully they don't open too many realms that makes each world empty. Oh shit, didn't you say to be careful with these necromancers? They're 39. Yeah, I'm kind of getting fucking blasted, boys. I got Desperate Prayer, though. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm fine. They're 39, though. I'm gonna put all my mana into heals. Run? We should be okay. What's hard about them, though? Do they spawn these skeletons, or what? We're doing alright. Got him, got him. Any news about fresh servers? Nothing yet, man. As far as dates go, but we have big plans. I know, man. I'm excited. The servers, I hope, I don't know, if maybe it's 7 a.m. they might come up. If they are, I'll log on to my guy and we'll see. For those of you not knowing what we're talking about, the Gladiator rewards will come out today in a few hours. I don't know the exact time. And I did miss it by 1 point with my buddy Brand, my partner. All we could play was 2s. We were playing on a small PvE server, RP server. Couldn't play 3s, couldn't play 5s. It was just us playing 2s. Missed it by 1 point, but they banned a bunch of people who got caught like win trading and or piloting or whatever. So we're hoping we get it today. What's the realm like in Classic Era server? Is it literally just hardcore characters or a mix? There might be other Classic Era servers that are popping and people are raiding and doing max every week and stuff, but as far as this server goes, it's like 95% hardcore. Guzu had a dope hardcore run, Rip a Doink. Yeah, but he's on a new druid now, right? And it looks like it's going good. Solitaire, yeah, man. There was a time where Free Cell, Solitaire, Minesweeper. I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. There was a time where those games were kind of hyped, dude. Games were kind of pog, man. Some big screen Minesweeper, the max field. Pinball 2D, that Worm game. Yeah, yo, Worms is kind of a fun game too, though, right? It's been around forever. This is an era. Those free Windows games were awesome, dude. Kept me entertained in school. I know. There was, man, we were really working with such primitive games, though. Remember the calculator games? I don't know in EU if you guys had these calculators. In America, there was like a standard issue calculator that every student would buy. It was called a TI-86, Texas Instruments calculator. And it had like the stupidest, most like simple games on it. But you'd just be in class playing these calculator games all period. Yeah, TI-85, yeah. Block dude, yup. And Rotarag, when it comes to the hardcore, when it comes out, do the hardcore rules apply? Obviously the no death one, but what about the auction house and out of the dungeon grouping? So at 60, it'll be a slightly different rule set. Yeah, as we talked about, there'll be like intra-guild trading. There's no dungeon ID restriction or anything like that. But the 1 to 60 portion will be completely the same, the same format, you know. This is Vanilla. What, bro? What up, bro? Oregon Trail, Icy Tower. Yep. Good ones. I might shackle this. I might do it. Skeletons look great with these shaders, very spooky. Hell yeah, man. Worms Armageddon, yep. Let me MP5 a bits. I'll just Metapod. Oregon Trail on hardcore. Are you allowed to ask another hardcore person to help you with a kill without grouping? No. Nope. If they help you, nothing you can do about it, right? You didn't ask for it. If they buff you, it's the same thing. You just don't ask for help, you know, just play your game solo. If they help you, they help you. The original Pirates, Duke Nukem, Commander Keen, so many good DOS games. Yo, did anybody play Conker's Bad Fur Day? That was another, like, I just keep going back to that underrated games list. I just remember playing that and it feeling so, like, R-rated, you know, and, like, so, like, edgy back in the day. Following along with the story. It's like a squirrel who gets drunk at the bar and, like, he has to, like, get his girlfriend back or something. Everyone loved that game? Oh, okay. The multiplayer in Conkers? I don't know if I ever played the multiplayer in Conkers, to be honest. Did it even have multiplayer? Soldiers of Fortune. Yo, Sarge's Heroes too. Not like there were a few Sarge's Hero games where pretty much they were like toy soldiers, like the army men from Toy Story almost. And you would have to go, you know, on various missions and you know, kill the tan soldiers, and you were like the green soldiers, right? Those are pretty fun, man. You up for the rest of the day? Now I'm hanging in there. Actually, I'm a bit tired. It's 3:43 a.m. right now. I'm just clinging to consciousness right now. So sorry if I'm like slurring my words and shit. It had multiplayer, nice. Why can't hardcore players group up in the open world? Yet duos are allowed? Because it's to prevent boosting, and it's kind of a solo challenge. It increases the difficulty. Duos are... They have to play... They have their own drawbacks, right? They have to play together the whole time. If one dies, they both fall on the sword together, and both delete together. But yeah, you just don't want like a meta where there's like boosting, and you can get like level 60s to come in and kill your stuff, and kind of devalue the world. You want it to be hard, difficult, solo challenge, you against the world. This guy's kick, man. Do you stream full-time, Car, or do you work as well? I've noticed you're on late nights only. I'm just all over the place, bro. I'm all over the place. I do have... oh, shit, man. This is actually kind of bad. Here, let me health pot, and I'm going to start running out here, actually. It's grenade. Okay. I have Desperate Prayer. I'm going to Desperate Prayer right now, actually. I'm going to target dummy right now, actually. There it is. Blessed, blessed target dummy. Thank you so much. Look at the impact that target dummy is having right now. I have stone form. What else do I have? Kind of exhausted everything, actually. So, this is it, boys. Let's see. I can't fear these guys, right? They kick as well. Please leave me alone. Okay, I can heal through this one guy. That's the closest it's been in a hot minute, my friends. That is the closest it's been in a hot minute. In a hot second. That is the closest it's been. That was grenade. Desperate Prayer. Target dummy. Stone form. I had bag of marbles. That's about it. And those guys are not fearable, right? There's no point to rip the fear there. So... Sheesh, man. That's hardcore for you. Yeah, that was actually pretty brutal. Holy shit, man. Target dummy's so good, yeah. 100%. I would be dead, right? Without target dummy. 100%, man. 100% dead. 100% dead. No target dummy. Yeah, getting a little sloppy. I know, dude. Just wanted to greed out and do the stream this evening, man. You right. Do you not play any TBC? I do, yeah. Like I said, like we'll hopefully be getting Glad here in a second when the servers come live. I hope with every fiber of my being that ends up happening instead of being a rank a 2607 rank 1 duelist. But yeah. Boys, I'm actually getting a little tired. I feel like I'm about to die. in game, in a video game, of course. I might just call it here for a bit, and I'm gonna host Stay Safe. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you so much for the support, and NV, man. NVP PER. Keeping the lights on, brother. Thank you very much. We'll be back later today. Take it easy, everybody.